All right, I'm streaming now. I'm streaming now. Yeah, okay. I'm just in my setup screen. I don't think they can even hear you anyway. No, I already started it. I just don't think they can hear you. Mute? I don't think you need to mute. All right, I'm gonna go here. Let me just see my stream on my other monitor. All right, the chat's there. Nice, amazing. Well, you guys can hear me, right? All right, good. Wait, on the stream? Okay, hold on. Let me like deafen here. All right, good. 1 second. All right, I have to deafen there. I'm gonna get this thing. Don't worry, guys. I'm just setting up my chat. I started early, so like, hello. We're doing like a live Jubilee debate, Jubilee style debate. So we're gonna be talking about the ZZZ game state, the story. We're gonna be going over some prompts and platform in my community for like with calm, reasonable discussion, right? Because we need to be the change you want to see in the world, right? Just give me a second. I gotta get my chat open real quick. All right, so I have to go to studio mode, go here to my Discord thing. Or this one, yeah, there we go. And then we go here, go to my properties. There we go, then my chat should show on the other part. When I switch the screen. All right, let me check now. I'm gonna transition. All right, you guys can see like the chat and everything, right? I'm assuming you can. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, let me unmute my Discord real quick and see. Can you guys hear the Discord people? But you guys can talk.
Oi, 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 oi.
Hello.
Can you
Hello.
guys hear them? One wrong move. Hear them.
Yo, I'm sure that's a use.
Hee 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 ha. Hello.
Yeah, this someone else.
Oh my God.
Hi. Yeah, hello. Okay, 1 second though. I'm gonna like I just
Alright,
wanna
let's actually get started with the fucking event, dude.
Nah, wait, 1 second. I'm gonna like check something real quick. Yeah, monkey. Yeah, my bad, bro. Kidding. I'm gonna make your icons bigger. That's what I want to do. Yeah, I'm gonna make them bigger. Alright, there we go. Now I'm gonna switch the screen back. Is the chat too big or is it like fine? Actually, I don't know. You guys can't even see it anyway. Alright, I'm gonna transition. Whee! There we go. Is the chat too big or is it like okay? I don't know. If it's too big, I mean,
in the background, bro. The angels are freaking
It's a little
annoying,
too
babe.
big.
they're annoying. Okay, is it too big? Okay.
Yeah, they're annoying. They're too colorful. You need a dark background.
AOD.
Dude, yeah, dude. I hate this optimism in my screen, dude.
That
It needs to be
is-
grand,
that's
edgy,
great.
13-year-old,
lack of modernism
levels
in this
of tone.
design.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to like my Discord tab then. I'm gonna open this up and full screen. All right, there we go. Is this better for you, bro? All right.
Nope.
Yes, very nice.
I really do. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I think mine's a little delayed.
Okay, so cool. So today we're gonna be doing a Jubilee inspired stream where we discuss the game state. I'm just gonna go open my document here. All right, there we go. So today we're gonna be talking about the story and the game state of the story, right? We're gonna be talking about lore progression. We're gonna be talking about fan theories. We're just here to platform my community or just people in general, so we can have. Why are people calling me dingle balls? Okay, whatever. We're just here to platform. Yeah, I'm just looking at the chat, bro. We're just here to platform our community to ensure that we have we can you know, find solutions to problems without having to yell at people, without having to like create drama for no reason, right? So my very first question in regards to the current story, say just want to make sure real quick though. Again, is everything okay? Does everything look okay in the chat? Does everything look okay on the stream?
Yeah, it does.
It was fine.
A little
The icons
delay,
look a little
but a little
blurry.
delay.
Should be
The
okay.
icons on the bottom look a little
Yeah, I was
blurry.
doing good. It looked good.
There's some latency, but
It's
overall,
fine,
it looked
guys.
fine.
It's fine.
I think every
It'll
stream
be
has
fine.
latency. Okay, so we're
It'll
fine.
be fine.
All right. So first things first. First question. In regards to TV mode, a lot of people have been talking about TV mode. Some people are like very discouraged by it being removed. Some people want it to stay in the game. Do you guys think TV mode belongs in this game, or do you think it's just stay gone? Anyone can go.
I think
I think TV mode and under specific circumstances works, but it's just too slow paced for such a fast paced game like Zenless. The combat overall is really fast paced and really flashy. So contrasting that with possibly like the slowest game mode in the game just seems a bit
exactly.
pointless.
Yeah, I get you.
like doing the Ballet Twins when they did the TV mode and that, and then it was like the ghosts. Like, you know, it fit and it made the story feel more like alive, I guess. Like the environment was actually scary because it was like dark and you had to use the lights and whatever. But like when it's just in a random desert or something and it's like, oh, these tumbleweeds, it's like that's when it's boring.
Yeah, I get you. Like one of my biggest gripes with TV as well, I've said this before on stream, it doesn't really accurately portray like what's going on in the hollows, right? It's not like I see like a 2D, yeah, like a 2D PNG moving left and
PNG,
right.
baby.
I'm like, bro, like, is this really like I'm seeing like some dumbass NPC screaming and I just see a PNG? It doesn't make any sense to me, right? It doesn't really portray what's going on. So I much rather prefer what we have here, but I can definitely understand why someone would prefer, you know, the other or TV mode as well. Is there anyone here that's in favor of TV mode at all?
I'm honestly in favor of it. I'm in favor of it, but my point is, it's literally that it feels like a mix of unutilized potential, like mainly some horror element type things. That's what the issue is.
Okay.
That's some good potential.
What do you mean? What do you mean like horror elements?
You know, like using the TVs in TV mode for the horror.
For the horror.
I mean, the whole game is based around horror stuff. It's like, oh, apocalypse, ethereals, like.
Post-apocalyptic, yeah.
So I just have a quick question. How does I just don't understand here. How does TV mode like kind of portray that horror well?
It's basically how the TVs are used is like maybe they can like broadcast a rapid fire message over multiple screens. You get me?
That would
Broadcast.
be interesting to use it more as like storytelling instead of gameplay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Okay. So you think there's like a proper way it can be implemented? Is there like a certain way that you visualize
Well,
it?
it's already implemented good. It just feels like
think
it
so?
has so much potential it can't use right now.
I see. Okay, that's definitely some more nuance of discussion, right? I actually agree with you. I think TV mode can definitely be used to a greater extent in the game. I think it can definitely work. It's just a matter of how we implement it, right? As a matter of how it was before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like as I will summarize, TV mode is an actual missed potential mode in this game.
I see. Yeah, as far as like as far as I see it, right? I think before TV mode was like, because you said it was well implemented before, right? I that's like one part I'm gonna like disagree with right there. I think especially in regards to like Hollow Zero, right? Playing it every week, I think it was very, very fun. But over time,
The arpeggio fault.
yeah, exactly. Like Arpeggio Fault came out, right? Like a bunch of events started to recycle the TV mode over and over again. Like it comes to a point, like are we like sacrificing like the uniqueness of, for lack of a better term, for in each patch to like recycle this old content over and over again, right? Like I don't know, like TV mode to me, it felt more like a lazy way to like again recycle content rather than like create something new, you know?
And all the side quests too. I mean, I feel like also we just had too much of it because like every single one of the side quests that you did in the exploration tab, it was like TV mode.
Yeah, that would be so. It was so painfully long.
It definitely was long. So like that's like my biggest gripe with TV mode, right? It took too long, and I don't know. Like I don't think it's like a necessary thing. Like I said in like my initial like presentation of it, but I think I found like some sort of a middle ground here. I think it can be well implemented, but like I don't really trust the devs to like not use it in a lazy way, you know? I'm gonna be honest.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm in favor of it, but only in like one condition is like if it were to be used in like end game where it wouldn't like take up too much. Something kind of like that rotates on the same like basis as like Threshold Simulation,
Like Withering Domain, sorta.
Mm-hmm.
sorta, yeah, but like something that just gives you rewards, but also they could actually continue developing it to be more engaging, and it's not like required. It's not going to get in the way of the like story, because I think story wise, I'm not really for TV mode. Like the ballet towers, the ballet twins, absolutely the peak of TV mode, but even then, it's like
Yeah.
I don't really like it. They could just do more outside of TV mode if that's the case for like representing ghosts and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
I think given the current story progression, TV mode is kind of just useless because the proxies can now physically go inside the hollows, given that their
Yeah,
ether
that's true.
aptitude is better.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
they don't need EOS anymore to have to go around in the hollows.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
Very
said
true.
they said in the new story that like would put more of a strain on their eyes too to go as EOS, which is
Yeah.
why they went like in person for the
I hate
competition.
EOS, bro.
But somehow they keep wanting to use EOS for some reason. It's like, yeah, the bang boo, yeah. Like, why do they keep using it if they're really trying to trying to adjust it? Okay, yeah. If they're really trying to adjust against EOS, why continue to use them? Is it because of like comfort?
Bro, we're not just gonna throw EOS out.
Yeah,
I mean, we
at this
could.
point, just make him like a
No.
oh, sorry.
I mean,
Dude,
doesn't
just
the
wanna make it
other
look
side of them
EOS
use
in
it?
a scrap metal, honestly.
Yeah, just make him a combat bang boo at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Give him a gun.
We just make EOS into scrap metal, so why the Mel can upgrade themselves like some cybernetic type thing?
Make them the
Isn't
bang
EOS
because
when they're playable.
EOS is Carol Arna's, what's it called, bang boo.
Personal bang
So
boo,
it's like a prized possession. It's not something
Oh,
that you
shoot.
carry for utility. It's something that you carry because it's important to you, because it holds sentimental value.
So I guess the lore behind EOS is that Weizenbell won him in a raffle.
What?
Yeah.
I don't.
Wait, oh my god, I just realized something. Wait, one second. One second.
Yeah.
One second, bro. I forgot to ping my server for my live stream, bro. I'm actually stupid. All right, whatever, bro. Why does it show twice? Okay, why is my turtle broken, bro? Turtle's actually stupid. Get the fuck out of here. All right, one second. No, what can we do, bro? What can we do? Okay, so now I have to go to. Okay, how do I do this? Am I in studio? I am in studio. Okay, good. So I can go here. Yeah, Dingle, Dingle. Yeah, might be. I'm not sure. Anyways, transition. Is that? Yeah, it's that button right there. All right, there we go. You guys can continue your conversation about EOS. We can keep talking about EOS.
I like the combat bang boo idea. Imagine aura farming EOS cutscenes.
Oh,
Yeah.
farming.
Oh shit, that could be
Hold
tough,
up.
bro. Because
Maybe-
isn't
maybe-
EOS like one of like the OG Bang Boo as well? Like
Wait, what if
EOS
he
is
has,
old
like, deep
civilization
lore
tech
behind
because
him?
they
What
were
if he's
created
got like
before the
messages
fall
from
of the old
Carol or
capital.
something?
I would not be.
Honestly, my take is I just want some funny lore for him. Like Weizenbell just won EOS from a raffle back in like old Eridu or something
some
from a
funny
giveaway.
lore.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So like
they
okay,
just
so
won.
okay, yeah, you can keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, but like my idea of like the idea that EOS was won from a giveaway or a raffle is like it just feels so funny yet so right in the lore.
What?
just-
But that's not like it's not true though.
Yeah. But
Well,
that's
what
like
the
that's like food for thought, you know. That's like food for thought, you know.
Hypothetically,
Bro, it was just their teacher's Bang Boo. That's like we already know. You know?
Yeah. It's being dead ass, yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. It's a fun little theory. All right, but like it's already confirmed. In the game that it's teacher's
Yeah.
Bang
I
Boo.
mean, as I said, it's really food for thought. You know, it's not
Mhm.
really true, but
Mhm.
That's what interests me, because like, what if the teacher hid something in EOS? Like, I don't know.
Oh shit!
Like
a secret
down the
kinda
line, that
like
hit
could
a
be
bomb.
he could be more
Yeah,
important. Yeah,
hit a bomb.
Yeah.
That teacher hit a bomb inside
Bro.
EOS.
Oh my gosh!
a bomb inside of EOS, bro.
Wait.
It is set to detonate whenever. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how
Okay, bro.
when it
what
will
bomb is it?
detonate potentially.
Okay, we kind of drifted away from our like topic though.
Anyways,
Right,
but yeah,
it
back
was-
on
Yeah,
let's
it
get back.
was. It was in regards to TV mode. So do you think like we're done with that conversation, or is there anything you guys would like to add to that?
I'm done.
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. Now, in regards to season 2 of ZZZ, right? You guys know season 2 is, yeah. You guys know season 2 is very controversial, right? Do you guys think it was, it deserved all the hate, or do you think it was a little bit overhated? What do you guys think?
Honestly, it was way too hated, but it's still like hated for some good reasons. It's like it felt like a whole Naruto filler, whole season of filler, like Naruto or something. But at least they have some form of plot in between.
Wait.
The filler, you know.
Like, the problem with Wi-Fi was that it lacked direction compared to season 1.
I agree. Yeah, it was a little bit more convoluted compared to like the older one.
Yeah.
Cause like season 1, we had a common goal, like the whole conspiracy within the election.
They introduced like a bunch
season 2 was a build up to the point where we're supposed to learn more about Carol Arna, but we only left out snippets in the end of it.
Yeah.
And the freaking Void Hunter patch, bro. We didn't get anything on Sarah. No cutscenes. She just kind of showed up as the creator. Like, come on, man.
And died. Not the.
Yeah, kind of sus.
Funny thing is that we got more Shungus dating than actual evidence of Carol Arna.
Shungus dating?
Yeah,
it was.
Honestly, if I was Sarah's lawyer, I wouldn't even try. I just wanted to have her be guilty and just take the money she paid. She was my lawyer.
Does anyone does anyone disagree, or like, what do you guys think?
I guess my take.
I'll let you go off for.
Yeah, thank you. My take is like I think version 2 definitely brought a lot of good stuff. I think it was just fine. I don't think I would hate it for like it going traditional and betraying the like art style, the like urban fantasy style. But it's rather the pacing for each chapter felt so inconsistent. Some of them felt really short, while other ones, like 2.5, felt like it was dragging it.
Yeah, I think 2.5 was way too long. But like, one thing I will say though, I don't think I can like fully like cast aside the entire like season as like bad. I think they had some highlights, especially in regards to like Isolde's quest. That was one of my favorite quests in the. Yeah, that. Oh my gosh, that whole like that whole time stuff that they were like teasing. I think there's a lot of cool things.
And another core point of it for me is like it basically just reduced the stakes from Weizenbell entirely. Like if you're really writing a story, why do you lower the stakes? It's like that's not good story investment, especially from like some form of warping writer like me.
Wait. Is it okay if I ask like what you mean by lowering the stakes?
It's basically like making Weizenbell look powerful, look like powerful freaking super void hunters or gods. It's like
wait, what?
Huh?
Wait, sorry, I'm a little bit lost.
It's basically Weizenbell having more shown to have some like near super void hunter levels of power and like some.
It's not really that they had the power, but it was that they didn't have to do anything because Yu Xuan killed like 3 of the bosses.
They just sat on their asses all day while the world just keep handing everything to them. That's why. That is why I don't like this. Because I have no genuine reason to invest in it.
1 second.
That's how like character development.
Yo, thank you, Rezi, for like the membership, bro. I appreciate that. Thanks.
I think that's also why they writ Yi Xuan out of most of the story because she would just solo basically every other conflict, which is why she went on that like vacation, basically paid vacation.
The mayor wanted it to.
They basically made her.
The
mayor wants you to go into the hollow and solo this ethereal.
Oh my god, I just realized something. Okay. Some guy in chat said Isolde was low-key right on some points. What do you guys think about that guy?
I kind of disagree, low-key.
Yeah, me too. Like, but is it okay if you explain why?
Honestly, what was the message? What was the message again?
Isolde was right, is what he said.
Was low-key right on some points. If they could go in depth about that.
Yeah,
dude, actually, I need some more context, honestly. I need some more damn context.
Okay,
well, it's been so long since
do you think she was right or not?
I hadn't prepared anything.
I see.
But honestly, no, I don't think you explain or whatever who was actually kind of right, honestly, if you're saying about that.
Yeah, like, okay, I personally think she was definitely wrong, right, personally, right? Like, she like, sure, she was wronged, right? Like, oh, she's fighting a war that doesn't even exist. She's trying to protect company assets. She didn't know that. Her friends died for it. That's fucked up, right? But, dude, like...
Yeah.
Like killing. Okay,
She
like,
put civilians in danger.
she put civilians in danger, and then she was controlling both sides of like both the Exaltists and the military and making them fight a fake war. So essentially, what she did the exact same thing, that she was a victim to like people that are on her side. That's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, spread the victim mindset. That is not, dude. She's not a hero, not in the slightest.
She's definitely
Like
not a
Ahsoka had
hero.
a right to be mad, but that was not the way to go about
Yeah,
it.
sure. She was valid for that, but the way she went about doing things was unethical.
For sure. Also,
Dude,
like,
at that point, you might as well fix her cynicism. Is that another fucking level or something? Her cynicism.
what do you guys think of her shooting like the military general though? Do you think that was good?
Dude, that was good. I want more.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah,
Garbage, so yeah, he
That
deserved
was
it.
the keynote of season 2.
I think that
Even
was
though
like one of the
technically it's
strongest
not-
scenes of 2.0, to be honest. Just that
Even though
shooting in
it
general. It was a really good cutscene.
And another critique of season 2, it's like the villains are not. I don't think they actually qualify as villains at all, especially in any story. Yeah,
They feel like the
they just
villain
felt
with the
they just
weak
felt
teeth on.
lackluster, fighting for some motive that just becomes nothing.
So
And next
think
update
that, like,
later.
Sarah possessing, or Sarah using the creator possess Shungrong's brother and make her fight him is not villain behavior.
I mean, yeah, she does. They do have their moments, but it feels like a tiny speck of, feels like an ant to the world. You know, it just felt so insignificant.
I see what you're saying.
terms.
I see what you're saying, right? You feel like the villains were they didn't really impact the world enough. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's like why do you actually? What's the point of them if their impact didn't even last like
Zolda was
not even
definitely the best villain.
not even at the lifespan of a freaking fruit fly.
I see.
I like Romeo too. He's freaking violent, bro. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I was gonna talk about that, but like, I just want to finish with this point right here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right, back to that though. I guess I really did like the sort of slice of life, or sort of like the startup of 2.0, of like just the introduction stuff, and then I did like the slice of life that 2.1 brought.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think there was like
I mean,
Wait, who wants to go?
I mean, finish what you're saying. Sorry, finish what you're saying.
agree with that,
I
Beta
was,
Warrior.
yeah, I was just gonna say I agree. I like how like they kind of slowed down the pacing during the summer event. I think it was like a nice change of pace because we've been receiving a lot of like dark themes before then, where we had Anbi's story quest, we had Miyabi going through bullshit about to kill some innocent people, right? Like it was nice to slow down the story a bit and like just have like a fun little break patch. But yeah, like what were you gonna say?
And I mean,
Skittles?
everyone loves Spook Shack.
Oh yeah. I was about to mention like my point. You remember that Han Ubermensch thing? You saw Dingle? I'm assuming you remember seeing that, right?
Remember seeing what? Sorry.
It was like this villain OC villain I wrote for ZZZ. You said you actually saw it one time.
OC villain.
It was like
Are you talking about the nihilism you were talking about?
Yeah, the cynical nihilistic guy. Yeah. How would that compare? How would that fare in ZZZ if he's introduced?
Cynical nihilism.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. Like, how do you think?
And it's also with the Overman philosophy, you know, during the Cold War, typically. You know what the Overman philosophy is, right?
Okay, one thing though, like we're kind of drifting away from like the season 2 topic.
Drifting away from the
right?
topic, and we're drifting into real world
Yeah,
subjects.
We can discuss this later, but let's get going with the questions
we
first.
need to stay
That's
on
for later.
track, right?
Anyways, press on.
Yeah, so like what I was gonna say after was in regards to the violent scenes. Like we've seen a sharp uptake in violent scenes in season 2, right? Do you guys like the change? Do you guys think that they should go back a bit? Like, what do you guys think about the increase in violence in the game?
I think they should go more, honestly.
I agree.
More violence.
I like the more
violence, more blood,
I want to see
more
decapitation.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
By the
think-
way, yeah, you can go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the violence is really cool. It was really cool with Azolda. It showed like, man, she's passionate about her stuff. Romeo, while I do like how it got more violent and everything, it kind of just seemed like he was doing it for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll maybe get more on that later, but I would like the violence to have purpose.
Just some crazy
Romeo is
ability.
just And after.
Honestly, do you want to want more? I want more Omni-Man, or I want more like
Omni-Man?
I want
Like invincible level of gore.
Invincible, the boys' levels of violence is ZZZ.
What
Yeah,
were you gonna
okay,
say, Dan?
No,
And that's just violence without reason, though. Violence
like-
with reason is much more powerful because it actually has a story component to it.
yeah, like the reason
Wait, like
the
the violence level in Ultra? Yeah.
Yeah, the reason the sweepers were so violent was because like they were trying to show that like they introduced like their whole violence last pass, right? They're like, oh, these are like the people that were competing with the Caledon back in the day, right? These guys were fucking crazy, you know. So like I understand why they did it. I'm just curious to see like more from them, right? But in regards to violence, right? Like we saw Promea like murderer person run in front of Cecilia.
Holy
Like, what do you think about that scene that we saw in the story?
I mean, we're gonna get more on the sweepers in 2.8, so I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah,
Okay,
honestly,
yeah.
I'd be down to see more of that. I prefer, considering it's like an apocalyptic world, like it's
Yeah,
not.
like
It's supposed to be dark and gritty. It's not supposed to be all sunshines and rainbows.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, like
For sure.
honestly, and I like it. It separates itself from like other Hoyo titles, honestly, and
for
it,
sure.
it kind of like
Yeah,
sets
this
the
is
age
like
rating.
this is like the least Hoyo title that at least wants to get dark. But
Yeah.
but there are moments that
You can go.
but they're like other Hoyo titles that also allow themselves to go dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like one thing about ZZZ, it sold itself on its higher age rating, right? So like they need to start taking advantage of that more. Like, that's one thing I'd
Dude,
like to see.
I kind of want an
Exactly, bro.
M-rated one, like an M-rated gotcha
That's-
game, you know.
That's
Yeah, it'll be fun to see like some more violence or like swear
Honestly,
words. Like that's how they opened up the game, right? There was like a fucking crazy guy on TV. He was swearing.
at the stop, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
like-
imagine if Hoyo decided to make a High on Life style gotcha game. I mean, you know High on Life, right?
like the game that has like Rick and Morty's voice actors in it. That game.
Yeah, but not Justin Roiland though. You'll understand why he's no longer in stuff anymore.
Yeah, I'm not
Anyways.
sure, but yeah, like it's better to like, stay on topic again, right?
Yeah.
Were you gonna say something earlier about violence, Dan?
Oh.
Talking about
Yeah, like
violence.
a lot of the violence in ZZZ is a lot more personal compared to like HSR and the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually really like the violence in ZZZ. Like, I know I'm going to sound like a psychopath
And
saying
some
that.
some other villains too. I feel like alter egos. It's just like
Alter egos? What do you mean?
alter egos of the employees that made them, sort of, in some sort of way.
Of the employees that made them? What do you guys think
Yeah.
about that?
Are you saying ZZZ directors just want to kill us?
This is OC, bro. It's their OC.
The hidden meaning behind the
Oh
game,
my
bro. They
God.
just wanna
Or
kill
the
everyone.
fact that probably the ZZZ director just like
Goodness me.
he's more updated with the modern world and probably saw like Invincible of the Boys. You understand?
I see. Okay, so violence, right? Do we agree that it's like a net positive for the game? Like, I know it sounds crazy, but like,
Yes.
that's just what I
Net
think.
pos-
Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
Genuinely, like
Good thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
definitely.
it's a
instrument.
high action game. Like, what do you expect from me from a
For
high
sure.
action game? It's just
For
all
sure.
fucking unicorns, sunshines, and rainbows.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Is it
I actually
like
like
the
it.
violence
It's,
Dancing from court for kids, bro.
Like the instrument.
It's like a nice like it increases the stakes a bit. Like one thing I'd like to see though, like this is gonna be sound crazy, but I want to see like Bella and Wise get like absolutely like fucked up, like one random pass.
Yeah.
Like it'll increase the stakes so much. Like just seeing them,
And they're
get,
gonna be like,
knocked the
yes, I
fuck
can
out.
grow my limbs back because of my Void Hunter powers.
Oh yeah, they have like RCT now. For
Yo.
fuck.
What?
Dude, imagine a villain that literally decides to.
No, you can go.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll
It's like
go.
this is like I was thinking of a villain that doesn't do it into like a playable character, but rather to Wise and Bell themselves.
Mm-hmm. Skill, is it okay if we like let other people speak as well though? Because I feel like
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
let
back
them
on
speak,
the
man.
proxies, like having more stuff like happen to them, like with 2.5, after they like just basically ignored the Qingming blade, that was
Yeah.
like, bro, where did this come from? It's like,
Mhm.
it just felt so out of left field. Like there was no build up to it. There's no like
Yeah.
hint that they were resistant to anything like that. It was just there. So yeah, I would like to see a
I
lot
see.
more. Like I'd like to see stuff so that way the proxies actually do have like
Mm-hmm.
more at stake for like having to be there in person. Because if they're going to be there in person, then like there needs to be
like honestly, instead of like actual weapons, the only weapons the villain has is just straight hands.
Yeah, hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason that I say like violence can help is because I mean, number one, like I already said before, you should take advantage of like the age rating, right? Like we need to like we can show more mature themes in this game. We need to like take advantage of that freedom, and
for sure.
Yeah, no, like I think the game has a lot of potential with this, like especially in regards to like the MC, like I said before, right? Like having someone get hurt, like would it be bad for the story? All it will do is increase the stakes, right? And having more tension can definitely help with the story a lot. Does anyone disagree with that?
And of course, he can also sneak in a few cuss words too. Like
fuck
if
that.
if it's not often, but
a couple one hot.
But yeah, like, okay, so that's the violence topic. So since we're done with that, there's one thing I wanted to talk about as well. In regards to season 1, right? A lot of people praise it. I actually liked season 1 as well. I think the animation was gorgeous in that in season 1 as well. But without the rose tinted goggles, like, do you guys think it was like some masterclass, or do you think it's a little bit overrated? What do you guys think?
it was like a good beginning, honestly. Not a really full story.
Okay, so does anyone else want to add to that, or?
I feel like it has a strong introduction, but overall, I feel like, at least specifically patch 1.4, is a bit overglazed. Like the what's it called, the Come Alive scene that many people point to show that season 1 was superior. Honestly, I do believe 2.2 was a better patch than that. And I also believe that this patch currently was a better patch than that, because we got a lot of pacing differences compared to 1.0.
Yeah,
where the patches were a lot more weak. They feel a lot more involved within the story now.
Yeah, they do.
Because like everyone points to the big finale of Come Alive and whatever, but the rest of the story, it was all right, you know. But during this patch, the Hollow games, stuff was happening the whole time. That was interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. I was like so like involved in this story. Like I was like, wow, I'm actually like sitting up on my chair and enjoying ZZZ right now. I think the pacing is great. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? And I'm not used to this. But yeah, like
it's because they're doing a lot more implicit foreshadowing. So they're foreshadowing things through the game's like forum posts that the game has, like the text messages.
Oh yeah, the internet post. Yeah,
that's one thing they need to take advantage of, right? They need to like start taking advantage of like the world building that they have, right? There's like a whole internet space that they have. People need to talk about what happens. Or like one thing I didn't like about season 2 was the lack of that before before Wi-Fi ended, right? Like we didn't really see what Miyabi was doing. We didn't really see what anyone else was doing. We're just kind of like just trying to solve some poor Salumex like corruption or whatever the hell.
Bring back old characters.
Yeah, bring back the old characters. We need to like expand the scope. Yeah, no, I definitely.
But another thing I want to use the internet not for in game. Hang on.
Okay. So yeah, in regards to season 1, like what else do you think like what else did you guys like about season 1? Like do you think it was a little bit too overglazed? Like you guys mentioned the Come Alive scene. Do you guys think that was like
honestly the first villain, that Vision CEO, he was a pretty good villain, honestly, despite, being a trope, Yeah,
he's kind of a goon. He's like a fat goon, Perlman, right? Yeah.
Potato.
Yeah. He was like a decent villain, but he was overused corporate CEO type.
Is it okay if you expand on like that whole criticism?
It's just like, yeah. I mean, the evil corporation CEO is like a trope at this point.
Okay. All right, no, like yeah, I kind of agree. I think he was leaned on quite a bit, but I think it was also a good thing. I think having a more simple structure makes the story a bit easier to follow, and I think that's why a lot of people like season 1 as well. It was a lot easier to follow in comparison to season 2. Does anyone disagree with that?
Agree.
I agree with that.
I feel like the pacing was also more consistent back in version 1.
Because given the time travel aspects of season 3, like the potential for time travel and the potential of multiple timelines and a really convoluted story against like the biggest corporation in the world, it's like the story's stakes just ramp up higher and higher. And I think what made season 1 so strong was that like villain of the week theme with people like Perlman or people like Pompeii, where we would just go to new places and it would expand the world. It would show us more of what Eridu looks like. But now we're moving
instead of
into
having
like
Sarah for like a year as the main protagonist.
yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I'm getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I would say as well, like you guys mentioned the Come Alive scene, how you thought it was overrated. Is it okay if you guys go into detail on why you guys didn't like the scene?
I liked it. It was like it was definitely super fun. The bringer fight had so many cutscenes; it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
But the fact is that the rest of the story was not as enjoyable as the final.
I see.
Like fight. So, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's a good cutscene, but it's not a good way to say, oh, yeah, like here's your story, because the rest of the time we're like, my sword, it's being corrupted.
It
have to kill people.
My evil sword.
Yeah.
Taylor as hell.
Yeah, honestly, can I tell you what sword I kind of want in ZZZ?
Okay. Yeah, you can go.
It's the Islander. It's the Islander. You know the one from TF2? The one that requires heads to power up?
I've never played TF2.
You have to
Titanfall?
kill people to power it up.
Yeah, you literally cleave heads off of your enemies to power up your sword.
Okay, that
That'd
being
be a
said
good
though, like
villain
we
idea.
might be going a bit off topic mentioning TF2 though. You know, we're talking about like
I mean, yeah. I mean, I did it for a comparison type thing.
I see.
Not a side tangent.
Okay. So yeah, like the Come Alive scene, I personally like the scene quite a bit. I think it was some tough Miyabi aura farming, and I can't lie. Like I know I secretly like some people don't know I secretly like Miyabi, right? I think it was a really cool scene. But in regards to like the quote unquote glaze that you guys mentioned, I do think like it doesn't define the entire of season 1 like you guys said. Right, I think season 1 definitely had some slight pacing issues once in a while. I think it was better than season 2, but to visualize it as some masterclass, I think that's a bit unfair, especially in regards to comparing it to season 2. Do you guys agree or?
Agree.
Season 1 was basically a very solid base that season 2 couldn't like follow up on it. Like it couldn't like continue on that with the consistency of season 1 of being just really solid.
Well, yeah, one thing about season 1, like season 2, I didn't like at all was how we were introduced like that one Vivian foreshadowing scene, right? Like, I was like, okay, well, what's going to happen in the next season? We just like didn't go over that. Like so, because of that, I felt like that part was like season 2 was a little bit filler. Like someone else that mentioned in the chat, right? Like I think season 3 we're definitely gonna be going into it. They've like shown a lot of hints in regards to it recently, but I just wish that we saw more of that in season 2. But it's a small nitpick, but it's just something that I think is worth mentioning. But yeah,
I felt like they dropped the plot, the very important plot point for a more like brand new story, if that makes sense.
Like greed leads.
But go ahead.
Oh, one thing though, I also think it was also pretty good because like it kind of like cemented Hobbs as like as a proper villain, because it looks like in season 3 they're gonna have a lot to do with like what's gonna happen to Roscoffier or whatever the hell you pronounce it as.
Yeah,
right. So like
Scoffer.
Yeah, so like I think season 2 did set up like what was like necessary. I don't think it was fully like a filler. It's necessary setup for like the antagonist being the Hobbs of like the entire story. I just think it maybe I think it went on too long and the pacing fell short in a few parts. That's all I really think about season 2 in comparison to season 1 we were talking about.
Yeah.
So there were some points that was like, oh yeah, you know, here's the miasma priest, here's your freaking spook shack town in the middle of nowhere. Like that had nothing to do with the main plot. They were fun stories, don't get me wrong, but it didn't have anything to do with really the main story of the game.
I felt like
I mean that helps prove my. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, I was about to add on to that, but go on.
Yeah, it felt like they were trying harder to like sell the individual characters than like actually flesh out the general story. That's what all I wanted to say. What else did you want to add to like his point?
It was like, yeah, it helps prove my point that a lot of this current story is made up of fillers. Like, I mean, if it proves that the ZZZ team is struggling to come up with ideas, then like, yeah, it really shows. Because like, it feels like they have no idea what to do with their world building already in this established plot.
Okay. One thing I wanted to like mention, some guy in the chat said Bringer's fight story was ass. What do you guys think of that statement?
Whatsoever.
The fight wasn't bad. The build
Shimi Miyabi.
The build up.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. One thing I didn't like about season 1, right? the whole Zhu Yuan and like Bringer conflict, like they didn't really like do much with it. Like, what do you guys think about that?
Oh yeah, they definitely did a
When
better job
Julian found
with
about
it.
the miracle, she was like, "Oh well."
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, man.
Motherfucking gang.
Yeah, like, what do you
No,
guys
she's
think?
just more mad at us that we're proxies.
And then she started like getting mad at us as well. Like, oh, like I don't know what to feel, man. Fuck, like, dude, like I just don't.
Yeah.
It was just weird, man. I don't know. That was like, I think that was like the biggest. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
2.0 did the corrupt higher up better than 1.0.
Oh yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, for sure. Especially with the Zolda.
Oh yeah,
and like Damien. Damien was pretty like
Oh, yeah,
corrupt
Damien.
during 2.1.
Yeah, he was a little bit weird, but he ended up being like kind of like just like a gag character later, especially in like the ads.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, was Damien?
son.
He didn't even know
That was him, bro. That was him.
He's the guy that had like Zhao with him, like in his shirt.
Oh.
Bad funny,
Yeah.
bro. Fucking
He was the guy who was like,
God.
Alice, if you don't listen to me, I'm gonna expose you. And I don't remember something like that.
gonna get.
That is way beyond the leagues of that hyperfan that asked Miyabi to step on her. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Lady Miyabi,
Okay,
please
we
step
got-
on me.
I'm gonna move on a bit from like the season 1 thing.
Yeah, let's go.
In regards to Sarah, there's one scene that she forgets like who she is, or she didn't forget who she was. People forgot about her or whatever the hell, right? What do you guys think of that scene? Do you guys think it was like some important foreshadowing, or do you think it was just like whatever?
Dude, if we get Sarah back, that would be pretty like a cool plot twist.
Yeah, like I'm just curious, like that was such a weird scene. Like, what do you guys think was going on? Do you think there was like some miasma corruption in her mind? Like, why does she remember a past life that she lived, but like no one else like could like confirm? Like, was she just going crazy? Like, what was going on in that scene?
It was like some hollow thing. I assume it's like some unknown side effects where the hollows make you mentally insane or something.
Okay, is there any way like you can like back up that evidence?
It's like I usually treat hollows as an existential type of thing. That's
Okay.
how I came up to that conclusion, basically.
Okay, so like the hollows made her go insane. I remember, made her
Yeah.
think she's an HSO agent.
I think. May I interject?
Yeah,
if
you
that's
can.
fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think the theming, the reason it was off is because of the time travel theme. Again, it's been mentioned a bunch, but it's a really cool part of the story.
I agree.
Initially, when we first got Fairy, we saw that with the flashback where it mentioned a bunch of things about time.
Yeah, rewind.
And then also with the Sarah
Zero.
scene and the clock that is found within the 2.7 teaser,
Yeah.
where it's going backwards, it's going counterclockwise.
Backwards,
Yeah, it's weird. Definitely a lot of weird shit with time. I think the biggest part about that as well, the clock was the very first like thing that was in frame in that teaser.
It's important. It's important for somehow, some way. It's important. It has to be.
I think time is like a very important theme in the lore, and I think that's what they were trying to expand upon in 2.5, especially in regards like if it was just Sheng Guang and us, like okay, like we didn't recognize her, she recognized us all, whatever. I don't care. It's the fact that it happened to Sarah too that really gets me interested. Like that kind of confirms it wasn't a mistake. It's like, do you guys think time travel is involved somewhat, or do you guys think it's like some other bullshit?
I don't know how time travel could actually work with the hollows. Like, I don't understand it fully.
Me neither.
But we don't understand the hollows fully either,
Yeah,
do we?
hollows are
Yeah, we don't know
weird. Time does not work in them. It's really weird and.
Honestly, if time works weird, you might as well treat you might as well treat like the hollows as like the back rooms or whatever, because like time outside of it can be like eons, generations, millennia. You know.
Yeah. Do you guys think
That's
there's like
what I'm thinking.
Do you guys think there's like a dissonance in the hollows in regards to time?
I do think there's a dissonance in time when it comes to hollows because we saw that Joyce in that one event was still alive.
Yeah. Like, what
Despite
the
the fact it's been a long time.
It's like
So it does show that Hollow's instability, like its spatial distortion, does affect aging.
Yeah, it seems so too. It's like it reminds me of like Interstellar. I haven't actually watched the movie. I just know time has something to do with it as well.
Yeah, it does. It's all yeah.
Yeah, like it's just very interesting. But yeah, like the whole hollow thing, like in regards to time, is very cool. But like one thing I want to like touch upon was our eyes. How do you think our eyes interject into that theme?
If I remember correctly, our eyes have in the H2D description in the Phaethon guide, we do simulate like our own hollow within like our nervous system.
That's really cool. Okay, and do you think like the upgrades we received maybe like intensified that further?
Yeah, possibly. We're kind of like the simulated hollow in us is just like expanding, similar to like regular hollows.
I see. And one last thing, do you guys think our eyes have the ability to like experience like maybe different timelines in some weird way? Right? I'm like so confused. I don't get it.
I mean, that's all from hallucination, right?
Is it hallucination?
Yeah, because like your brain, because it feels like it does it to your brain rather than your own eyes.
Hallucination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you like, sometimes you just see parts like from your own mind of things that don't exist.
I don't know if they would do that though. Like if you're thinking whether something is hallucination or not in a game all about storytelling, it's probably not just hallucination.
Yeah, typically hallucination is used to connect to like thematics and stories.
Like
right?
insanity.
Yeah.
Like I personally doubt that they're gonna like just like put a scene like that for no reason, just for a hallucination. I don't really understand that. Also, like I find it very weird in regards to like the layers to this theory that we saw Helios Academy intact in this patch, despite Arabella and Wise witnessing it get destroyed.
Professor RK.
Do you guys think like what the hell was up with that? Like, why did we see Helios Academy fully restored? This patch, it was a very vivid vision that we had. What's going on there? Is that a hallucination too?
Maybe.
It's basically like certain tropes in sci-fi or whatever. It's just like sometimes there are things that certain characters have their minds fucking with them, while others do not. That's the thing, It's like a sci-fi. It's like a modern movie and sci-fi trope.
So their minds are fucking with them. So everything you saw is fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Potentially. I'm not really sure though. I can't confirm.
Do you guys agree with that or?
Which scene did we see Helios Academy intact?
It was when we had our yellow hands. The scenes they were talking about how what the hell? I thought it was destroyed years ago. Why do I see it here, in this recent patch?
I mean,
I remember that too.
Oh wait, hang on. Let me interject with this one quick analogy, real quick. It's like, unless it proves otherwise, that Scarecrow's fear gas is a new era. Like there was no other way proving it, honestly, without pointing to the trope.
So wait, I'm confused. Are you still talking? Are you trying to debunk your point in regards to?
I don't know. I'm just trying to like do whatever my mind goes to, like saying like, is Scarecrow's fear gas in the Eridu in some way? Or I'm just making shit up.
Dream.
So do you think there's some sort of like how do you think this hallucination is happening? I don't get it. Like
I don't know.
I'm very curious in your theory.
It's probably an ether thing, Probably an ether thing. Yeah, I usually treat that as like some existential.
What if Bell and Wise aren't even human?
They were actually just ethereals.
Yeah, this is so weird to me.
Like not ethereals, but like that's definitely not. Like,
what if it's a memory?
You wouldn't hallucinate if that is like relating to something that happened in the past or is going to happen in the future or whatever. Like they're probably not human, bro. They got something going on.
Yeah, like this shit's so weird to me. Like, yeah, what if it's a memory? Some guy said. Do you guys think their memories were tampered with somewhat?
I think their memories were tampered with, and I think we're not human because Hugo and multiple other people called us children of the devil, relating to Carol Arna. What really are we?
I think
are we devils?
I think the conversation.
Or imagine like another theory is that probably like Wise and Bell are probably not even from the world. They're probably just some cosmic being or something, or some spiritual cosmic being, Yeah.
Okay.
If those rumors are true, then they're not from New Eridu or even Earth at this point.
Okay. Cosmic being. That sounds very interesting. Do you guys do you guys have anything to like support that theory as well?
Really?
Hashtag Moonblade Ambi, hashtag the moon symbol, and The
my gosh,
2.0.
Okay, speaking of
A
moons.
shouting.
The moon.
Oh my god.
The
okay.
moon.
Speaking of
Oh,
moons,
God.
you know Promea has like some crescent moon on her. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
but that moon boy.
Yeah, she does have some
Might
crescent
be
moon.
important. Might be important.
And speaking of moons, you do know that the 2.0, like what's it called, fortune system also has a moon on it. You know?
What about
Wait,
the
that's
hollow on
true.
the moon in the sky?
Yeah, that's
Ooh,
like-
yeah,
yeah,
like
so
Moonblade
like-
Ambi.
The sky, sun.
Still kind of an
My presumption,
Nice,
my presumption in regards to Promea, she looks a lot like Evelyn, right? I think they're trying to make her like contrast how Evelyn was, and like Evelyn used to like be like, kind of a criminal too. She was accepting like money to like deal with some random people, right? I'm not sure if it was like vigilante bullshit, but anyways, I think Promea is like some like antithesis to like what Evelyn was, right? Instead of like finding the light and being a better person, I think Promea stayed in that darkness, you know, and it ended up like
Give me
just
more
killing
morally
people.
great characters, bro. It's always done good.
Yeah, like I'm just very curious to see what they do with Promea. Like,
Promea didn't find her Astra.
Yeah, she didn't find her Astra. She just started killing people.
That's yeah.
Please tell me she was gonna pet Cynthia, bro. No way she was gonna kill her, bro. Come on, man.
No, I don't think she was gonna kill her. I think she was gonna take her. Someone said Astral Pulse blood.
But why? Why would she kill those other people and then just be like,
Yeah, I
"Hi,
don't know.
Cynthia"?
Do you think she was like hired?
I'm
to
excited to
take
get more lore. She was introduced really well to the story. I'm excited. For,
Yeah.
like, one of the most exciting characters to dive into next patch.
Yeah, she had like a lot of like build up. Okay, anyways, in regards to so we've jumped to a lot of topics here. We were actually supposed to stay in season 1, but like whatever. I'm just gonna like ignore that for now. Can we just like come to a middle
We
ground and
tried.
say that yeah, it's okay. Can we come to like a middle ground in regards to season 1? Like, do you guys think it was like overrated? Do you guys think it was fairly rated? What do you guys think? Just like for a final.
I think it was fairly rated.
Fairly rated?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think it's
not,
fairly
it's not
rated,
like
too.
perfect here,
Solid.
and definitely not Game of the Year worthy, but
Okay.
it was good in its own right.
Okay, yeah, I agree too. I think the animation, especially in season 1, was amazing. I like the Jane Doe arc a lot. I like the Sons of Caledon arc. I think it was very expressive, right? Okay, so that's a fair middle ground. Season 1 was good. Okay, so in regards to another thing I wanted to bring up was is Greek mythology, right? In regards to like Greek myth significance, like what do you guys think is going on in this story? Do you think that we are do you believe in like the whole Icarus imagery I mentioned in my video? Do you think that it could be something else? Like, what do you guys think is happening here?
We're gonna freaking die, yo.
You think we're gonna die?
We're
Fine,
gonna
we're
fall.
gonna
We're
freaking
gonna
die,
fall
yo.
hard. It's gonna come.
I hope we die.
I hope
Dude,
we
I
die.
think they're gonna
We're
kill one of
gonna-
the what's it called, the siblings, because defying fate doesn't seem like something that you can just do on a whim without having some form of consequence. And I do think that if the proxies were to just get away with changing fate, i.e. avoiding their death, it would have to come with at least sacrifice or some form of sacrifice,
For sure.
or someone else has to die in their place.
Because regardless, in both like whatever myths, whatever you believe in, right? Like the whole thing is about like dying, like the inevitability of facing
The
your
inevitability of not being able to escape your death.
Mhm.
Because the myth
That
with
failure.
Phaethon was they were the son of Helios, the sun chariot, right? And they got struck down by Zeus. And
They
the
got
myth of
struck down by
Icarus
Zeus,
was
yeah.
they flew too high in the sky and they
Bluetooth speaker.
got struck down by the sun.
And the wax on their wings melted.
Yeah,
The
they
wax on their
melted,
wings
yeah.
melted,
And they
and they
crashed
went.
and died.
He didn't listen to Daedalus, like the person that
Pride
made the
is-
wings. Yeah.
hmm
So
I'm
yeah,
So
guessing.
do you think pride is going to be a major theme in
Oh,
3.0?
for sure.
What do you all think?
I think so.
Definitely.
Possibly.
Both
I feel like-
top five.
I hope we see Sunbringer as kind of like a Daedalus to like the proxies being like sort of the stand-in for Icarus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like I personally don't think that the Icarus imagery that they put in was done by accident. I think it was definitely done on purpose. Especially considering this patch they mentioned Icarus like pretty pretty on the nose, right? Like they said it like in conjunction with their name, right? Speaking of Icarus, right? Who do you guys think Ramiel? I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's a fake name anyway. But, like,
Ramiel.
Ramiel.
Yeah, they mentioned
Ramiel.
it's a fake name.
yeah, like so. What do you guys think about her? Like, what do you think her identity is? Like, do you
She's
think she
not- what-
knows us?
I do think she knows more than she lets on because she can read our memories.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because she stared us in the eyes once and immediately realized who we were.
Yeah, it was.
And was
it
like, oh, okay. I know everything about you now.
Mhm.
Bit concerning.
Also, one other thing about Greek myths. They mentioned how I'm not sure where this was, but it mentioned something about how we already sees the sun. Like, what do you think the significance to that line is?
Ooh, wait, that one's hard. I gotta like.
Honestly, if we're connected to this Phaethon theory, it maybe prove that Wise and Bell's parents literally try to actively abandon them or use them for some gains, selfishly. Yeah, but like,
that could actually make sense. Cause do you think they were sold to like Helios Academy, like wrongfully?
yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, if Zeus struck down Helios, which is like Phaethon's father, then it proves that something did happen to their parents, and it wasn't pretty.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that? Maybe I misheard.
I might have worded it wrong, but I'm trying to say is that Wise and Bell's parents are had a horrible fate to them.
Okay, you think they died? Okay.
Or not just died, but something horrible that connected it to all of this,
But why Wise and Bell specifically? Like, what would be so special about them?
I don't know. I have no idea, honestly.
Okay.
Because it's like, I'm just going to spiral into some like fan-made conspiracy theories. You might call me crazy or something.
No one's going to call you crazy. It's okay.
I mean, I'll be some crazy conspiracy theorist or something.
No, it's an open conversation, right? Nobody's going to call you crazy. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I've been told to get back on topic at least, so...
No, this is on topic. We're talking about Greek myth significance, right? I'm sure it's...
Yeah, you're saying that Zeus struck down, like, Phaethon, like, which was, like, he was, like, son.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming it's like, yes, their parents probably died, but...
Okay.
But what Wise and Bell were used for after that might have actually connected to it,
Mm-hmm. Okay. For anyone else as well, is there anything else you'd like to add in regards to like things you think we missed in regards to like the Greek references here?
I don't remember anything about Greek Loki.
You don't know? Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing a lot of us probably know about Greek is exclusively rapists.
Wait, okay, chill. What the hell?
Few words. I do think that hollows are supposed to represent labyrinths, and that Carol Arna is supposed to represent the Minotaur from the Minotaur's labyrinth. She's leading us on a wild goose chase, and I feel like the ending thing of 3.0 is that we're going to learn that Carol Arna was likely there doing something with Sunbringer or doing something on Rescoffier to try and, get something or use the porcelain material, because isn't there porcelain material that like changes the proxies like powers? Yeah, makes them weaker? How do we know that ingredient basically wasn't just a key component in Helios Academy creating like basically these superpowered kids? Because Seed has the ability to control technology. She's a technomancer.
Yeah, technomancer.
Yeah,
and the proxies control innate ether surrounding in the environment.
Mm-hmm. And then like
so how do we know that like porcelain isn't just like a key ingredient in them being able to genetically engineer humans?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh, do you think there's like some meta-human shit going on?
Definitely, I do believe there is some meta-human stuff going on.
So they're manufacturing kids with like super. That actually makes sense, because I mean, see, like you mentioned, right? She's like she has the ability to control robots with her like fucking mind or whatever the hell.
I believe we're gonna see another one of those kids.
Do you think Ramula is one of those kids?
She might very well be, but she's the inverse of the proxies, because she takes away like the innate ether, like
she can
in other
ether.
creatures' bodies. But Phaethon doesn't do that. They reverse the process.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, imagine another kid from Helios, but instead of controlling tech, they can easily see just see all timelines like Dr. Manhattan, basically. Basically control the cosmic time flow to their own will, basically. What was that? What if that's another potential?
I think you might be on the nose with that, specifically about Ramiel, because Ramiel seems to be able to see possibilities.
Yeah.
Or see things that others can't.
Yeah, I was thinking of some Dr. Manhattan type being, one that saw all timelines at once, both past, present, and future. You understand where I'm coming from, one.
Oh, I forgot who that's a Marvel character, I think. Yeah, they're like some super omnipotent guy. Yeah, I get what you're saying. One thing I want to mention, some guy's talking about another Greek myth. about how one person dies and the other person gains immortality. Like, what do you guys think about the validity of that statement in the chat?
Honestly, Weisenbell here.
You guys think it's Weisenbell?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, if you're really going off of that, like one of them has to die and sacrifice himself. Like, but who would actually lean into more of that? Because like, I don't even think it's wise at all.
Okay.
I don't think.
One guy in chat also mentioned. I want to just involve the chat more, if you guys don't mind. But like, yeah, but one guy in chat.
Fine.
Yeah, one guy in chat mentioned he's not a fan of Ramiel. What do you guys think of that statement? Do you guys think Ramiel can use some work in the story?
I think you're fucking drunk.
Chill.
We just met him.
Okay. I think it's
Anyways,
Right,
on
so-
top. Anyway,
okay. So somebody said that they think Ramiel is. They don't like Ramiel.
Mm-hmm. This went up to the chat.
Might be. What did they say?
It's 10 City that said it. It's like a little bit further. I'll like screenshot it. Yeah, he said that he's not really a fan of Ramiel, not gonna lie. That's what he said. I'm not sure if he's still here.
That's fine. You don't have to be
That's
like, you're
fair. I feel
entitled
like-
to not like any character. You don't have to like a character.
I feel like she hasn't
Yeah,
had
that's fine,
much
yeah.
build up yet for me at least to make an opinion. But yeah, that's okay for like first
it's
impression.
fine. Like I'm just very curious to like hear your thoughts, right? I just want to involve the chat a little bit more because I feel like we've been ignoring them a little bit. I don't.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
What do you realize?
So, you know the myth of immortality that they were just mentioning, right?
Okay.
So it's about Titanus, right? And Eos is the goddess of dawn in that story. The goddess of dawn gains immortality, I'm pretty sure. After what's it called? Her husband dies, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so you're implying someone died, and then do you think Eos was some sort of sacrifice to exist? Maybe. Is that what you're
Maybe
trying to
because
imply?
Titanus is referred to as the partner of the queen of the day.
Okay, so do you think Eos is special, Bang? But like, what exactly do you think is special about Eos?
Damn, that's actually a hard one.
I'm actually curious. I actually don't know, right? Like, it's just.
Yeah, I don't know either. Eos, yeah, Eos. I think Eos is supposed to represent Sunbringer, that thing of immortality.
Sunbringer, huh? Okay.
Because they're called the god of dawn, the goddess of dawn.
Goddess of
And
dawn.
Sunbringer brings the sunlight.
sunlight, dawnlight.
Yeah, there's a lot of like sun allegories in this game, like Icarus like getting cooked by the sun.
How many sun allegories, bro? We got 3.
Yeah, we have so
Faith in,
many.
Sunbringer.
Faith in, yeah, like oh my gosh, like the sun. I think Sunbringer is gonna be a very prevalent person in this story. What do you guys think?
So.
I hope she's freaking playable, bro, because she's awesome.
Playable,
But yeah,
But in the story, yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how they do it. I'm sure we'll get hints because obviously Valena and Norma were both seen in that one image with her. So 3.0, we're probably gonna get something Sunbringer.
Yeah,
Also,
we got
like
2 more.
Norma and Valena, they were like kind of hiding some things. Like they were trying to hide their affiliation with like with Sunbringer. I felt like they tried to like downplay themselves. Like, oh, I'm just a Marcel executive or whatever the hell. Do you think Sunbringer is alive? I think I'm not sure.
Could be.
Yeah,
She probably is.
Too. Okay, and
How
do you
much
think
Monty is?
something? Do you think something happened to her for her to stay alive this long?
Yeah,
Definitely.
She's definitely not a normal person based on her
Modification
appearance.
of bodies, possibly. I wouldn't be surprised.
She's
if that
very
happened.
big. Like she looks like she had like some like I'm not sure if it's genetic, like cybernetic enhancements.
Yes, exactly. Something
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Could
that's
be
how
that.
she's able to prolong her life. But
Yes.
yeah, there's
chance.
a lot of cool things. Anyways, in regards to is there anything else you want to touch upon in terms of Greek mythology or Greek myth significance or anything?
Nah, I just gotta read more.
I have no other ideas except that thing, what the Greek gods literally did, but that's off topic and out of context.
Okay, that's fine. So now we're done with that topic. What do you guys think of S. Frank Billy? Are you guys excited for him?
Hell yeah.
His design.
Hell yeah,
Oh
bro.
my god.
Dude, I actually kind of want a figure of his design.
Yeah.
Coming.
You're like,
Dude, I actually truly want a figure of him, of that design. That design looks fucking sweet, dude. Holy shit.
Maybe one day.
like, what do you guys think of his like lore significance? Like, how important do you think they're going to be in this story? Because they introduced Anby too. Do you guys think the entire Cutting Hair's faction is going to be like integral to future plot lines, somewhat?
Could be.
Definitely.
Okay.
Good.
Because
Possibility.
one thing I theorized with my friends was that the entire cutting hairs could be like, you know how like they have like old generation Void Hunters and new generation Void Hunters. My presumption was that they're going to replace the old mercenary group somewhat, like, you know, being a hired gun of some sort. And I think every single member is going to get like another version. That was my initial presumption. And if it continues in this pace, then it'll match the chronology of the lore teaser trailer in the order in which the Void Hunters were released, right? Because I think that what was it? I think it was the fourth group that got yeah, it was the fourth group that got revealed as the as the trio group, right? So in 4.0, it would line up. So that was my initial presumption. What do you guys think?
Check the chat. Check the chat.
Which chat? Vike is Anby, Dan is Billy.
No, the stream chat.
The stream chat.
Bro, you just got gifted $20.
Oh my god, I didn't know this.
Oh my god,
yo,
bro.
Thank you, bro. Oh my god. Yo, oh my gosh. Yo, let me like here. There you go, Devin. Oh my god. Okay, I appreciate. Okay, sorry, chat. Oh my god, I'm actually stupid. My bad. I appreciate the gifts. Okay, so this guy said more worth Jason. He said, I don't like that people are bending down for eagerly so quickly while they were negative with Big Shungus. Big Shungus. But this is also because those same people are gonna skip. Silly. Personally, I wouldn't crack a cold with them. Okay, interesting. But yeah, no, I very much appreciate the donation, right? Okay, cool. That was very cool. All right, I'm back, guys.
Anyways, back to the frame.
All right, some guy said S Rank Billy better slap. Matt, I agree, bro. He better slap, like, dude.
It's like hype the for yeah, this better slap.
Bro,
otherwise.
no, deadass. Bro, his very first trust event was like showing hints about his existence. And if you guys
Did you see what the donation said though?
Yeah, I know. I read it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I kind of agree with it. Like, I want people to give Ramiel a fair chance and like compare to Shengguang because like Shengguang came out of nowhere and everyone was like, "Oh, I hate that," and then Ramiel comes out of nowhere and like, "I love this character."
Yeah, I mean, it feels very hypocritical.
I think it's just pink hair bias. It's like that pink hair manipulation. You know that? Pink hair
like the horror of pink hair manipulation is like insane.
Yeah, the pink hair manipulation is insane.
Yeah,
like I don't even know.
You know so much about it, every.
Yeah, this guy's a Honkai nerd, but I like that about him.
Professional pink hair lady.
Oh my god! Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about something very controversial because this is like Jubilee inspired, right? As far as the whole AOD faction, do you guys think they were like kind of a worthless addition to the game? What do you guys think?
Story-wise or gameplay-wise?
Story-wise.
Story-wise.
They were fun. They're like an interlude between all the darkness that we had in 2.x.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like they're a nice like side faction that, you know, like you can like, oh hey, this is like how they're doing compared to like everything. I don't think they need to be connected to like the main plot of like the creator to be good.
No, I agree. I'm just looking at Saw Calibur's thing. She likes grapplers. I think that's really cool about her. But I also think it's very cringe for her to be like a Zangief main. Like, what do you guys think? Any Street Fighter mains in chat? Or like players in chat, bro? I think Zangief is
she plays Zangief or Alex.
Yeah, like she's just a grappler like geek, bro. Like those just fucking maybe she's a Manon.
I will say this. I think the Angels of Delusion were very good narrative devices that were used very well to portray the fact that what's his name? Who's that one little pink bitch? Fuck, I forgot his name. That one AI, you know?
Yokai.
Hates everyone.
Yeah.
Yokai.
Oh my god. Okay. Speaking of yokai, right?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, yokai.
Off topic. Fuck it, yokai.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys think? Because like we all agree that like the people in tops kind of represents the opposite of what yokai is into, right? He's not really a fan of human corruption. Right, he's not really a fan of any of that bullshit. He thinks that humans are innately incompetent people, and they represent that incompetence like overtly, right? What I think yokai is after, I think he's after Topps' power rather than like actually staying loyal to them, right? And because of that,
shoot, AI takeover.
Yeah, and because of that, I think yokai is going to betray Topps as soon as he gets what he wants. It just doesn't make any sense.
That would be honestly awesome.
Would not be surprised.
Because there's actually some thematics as well. Look at the tools that they have, right? Copper ring. What was the other one? Tin crown.
Copper ring, tin
crown, and
and Lead Scepter.
Something ring, I think.
Lead Scepter,
yeah, it was Lead Scepter, Copper Ring,
Staff.
and Tin Crown, right? So like
the pack.
they all represent like some sort of loyalty, or like the Copper Ring would maybe represent some marital commitment or something to your people, maybe, right? But notice like how the material directly contrasts what they represent, right? Copper, marital commitments. You want to commit to someone or something, but it's made of copper. What's copper known for? It's a metal that can bend very easily.
Conductive.
It also rusts really quickly.
It's also
like
not valuable.
it's used in wiring because it's very malleable. That's the whole point of copper, right? So like like being malleable and committing to something, those are direct opposites, right? And
They're
that's not-
juxtapositions.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
pretty
And it doesn't even
It was
end
so
there,
good with
right?
their thematic stories, bro.
Yeah,
It doesn't even end there, right? Tin Crown. Tin is known to be a more fragile metal for like peasants.
Not valuable per se.
Right? You use it in or cans in general, right? Like you can just like fucking crush a can in half. It's fragile, and I think it's in reference to their fragile leadership capabilities. They don't really care about the people; they care about the money. That's their whole point, right? And then Lead Scepter. Obviously, we know Lead Staff or Lead Scepter, right? Is lead is a poisonous metal. It's not good for you. It's horrible, right? And I think that can like kind of fuck over the people or the collective as well.
Isn't yokai in the staff, if I'm not wrong?
Yeah,
Maybe it could
he is in
symbolize
the staff,
yokai
yeah.
being like lead, like yokai being poisonous and bad for tops.
Oh yeah, maybe. I actually didn't think about that, but like what I was really going for was I think that it's trying to represent that they all have flawed leadership capabilities, and that incompetence is what yokai would despise. You know, so my presumption was that he's after, because what did they say they're after? I think their motives match. Top said that they want control of all of all of Eridu, right? That's what they said, right? Yokai likely wants the same thing. He's a fucking racist piece of shit. He wants to control everything, right? My presumption that he wants what they want, but like he wants to betray. He's likely going to betray them so he can have everything to himself. That was my presumption.
He's just using them because why would an all-powerful, basically immortal AI care about humans after he's done using them?
It doesn't make any sense. He's already established that he doesn't like humanity. He doesn't like their corruption, right? So I think he's going to betray them in the future. What do you guys think?
They're literally just a means to an end.
I could definitely see that happen.
Yeah,
Dude, we're thinking over here thinking Tops is the villain, bro. I'm excited for yokai takeover now.
Oh yeah. I think. Oh yeah. Also for Tops, I had a theory with this like a long time ago in like some random VC chat. I think they're artificially prolonging the Hollow disaster for money. I think that's what they're trying to do.
They are definitely artificially prolonging the Hollow disaster for money.
Does I mean you know what they literally do with the Hollows, right?
Like they literally they. Like right now, like we all know that hollows are used for electricity in the world, right? They sell electricity to people.
And cars, and for automobiles.
Everything. It's literally like a monopoly. They have a monopoly on everything.
It's like the house of like the time to
because ether is an innate energy in the world, and they have control of that.
Exactly. It will be in their best interest for the hollows to keep going.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what they want Riscofia because Riscofia has what's it called porcelain material, which is native to that region specifically.
Yo, thank you so much for
And
the
it's very
$10.
powerful.
Oh my gosh, wait 1 second. I'm gonna mute a little bit.
So it's like material.
Thank you so much for the $10. Moons per worth. I appreciate it. Meaning Jeef. Alabama Alex. Oh my god, is it because he's a fucking? Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like I don't know. I think she's definitely a Zangief main or Zangief main, specifically because she referenced the Palo driver, right? So like yeah, I think she's definitely like a weird Zangief main kind of person for sure. But either way, bro, she's a grappler main. Fuck her, bro. She's a goof. Anyways, yeah, what were you guys saying?
Millionaire Bob TV.
yeah. We're calling you. Yeah, Mr. Bitch. Yeah, Mr.
Bro,
Bitch.
yo, okay. Unrelated though, like, what do you guys think of Zangief from Street Fighter, bro?
What the fuck?
Do you guys even play it? I know it's unrelated.
I like fighting him, but I also hate fighting him.
Yeah, but he's so fucking annoying.
If it's a good player using Zangief, I'm cooked. If they're not good, then I'm fine.
Someone says, "Stop going up top."
SPD for a third time.
What do you mean? We're like talking about anything now, Loki.
It's just funny.
We're literally just talking what comes to mind.
Anyway,
but yeah, we were talking about yokai. Yokai, I definitely think he's gonna be a villain. I think we all agree. I mean, he is a villain, obviously, but he's going to be. He's gonna betray the people that are in power right now, right? Yeah, no, I think so. That was a bit off topic anyway. Yokai, the random yokai thing. We were talking about S rank Billy, but I think we're kind of done with that discussion. Like, what do you guys think? Like, what else is there to say about him? He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a cool
I'm
guy.
excited to see. I want to see how he transforms. I hope it's cinematic form.
Yeah.
That'd be insane.
A random spitball, but I think the Void Hunter weapon for Hollow Zero is the proxy's eyes, and also what's it called, Ramiel's eyes, just the eye implants in general. Because we saw what's it called, the Ramiel, like when she was there right next to Hollow Zero reacted.
What's
like physically reacted.
Yeah, it was like on some Stranger Things shit. It had like tentacles.
It was like it was on some strange. It had like tentacles inside of it, bro. Like what the hell?
Yeah, that was some weird shit.
And then we saw that what's it called in the other timeline in the flashback. What's it called? The proxies were next to Hollow Zero, and that thing literally disintegrated, like fully.
Yeah, like
give us more dangerous
that's one
hollows.
thing that's one thing I mentioned in my video, right? Like the scenes with the proxy and Ramiel, they directly match. I think that was done somewhat
Because they're standing right next to the Shiyu pillars.
Yeah, exactly. I think that was done. I think that was done intentionally. I think it creates more testament to their relation in some way, shape, or form. That was my presumption in the story. What do you guys think?
I'm trying to fight the urge to say Ramiel's really pretty, but like.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
one thing that's confusing me: the proxies having wings. Okay, that's cool. Why did both the proxy and Ramiel have like the same wings? Are we gonna like how the fuck are we gonna get wings ourselves? Is that from our eyes secretly that we don't know about?
Metaphorically.
Sure.
How do we know they won't manifest later? Our literal skin started turning gold in that like what's it called, one cutscene. How do we know we aren't just gonna manifest wings one day?
Do you think it's gonna happen next patch? Oh my god, do you think
maybe that might be one of the unique features, flight.
Yeah, we're going into a Sky City, so
we're going into a Sky City.
Well, probably our next time point. So like,
like we ended up like falling. Also, like I think we can all agree that whole fall scene that we saw with Vivian, I think that's gonna happen in that Sky City, right? I think we can like come to that conclusion, right?
Yeah,
dude.
Do you guys think that's why?
Bro.
Because I mentioned Sunbringer being like maybe or the sun having something to do with our demise every single time, whether we're Icarus or Phaethon. It's always the sun, right? So it would make sense for our demise to happen on Sunbringer's Island, which I presume to be Sunbringer's Island. I think like, do you guys think it's Sunbringer's Island? I'm not really sure.
It's 100% Sunbringer's Island.
Yeah, because like, I put it together in my video.
Because it's run by Marcel Group.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is related to Sunbringer. So yeah, probably.
I'm so hyped, bro. 3.x is gonna be awesome.
Also, it was stated to be like a utopian kind of city. What do you guys think about that? Like, how is that gonna work? Do you think it's my initial presumption was that it was supposed to be some sort of allegory for some sort of heavenly area, because Sunbringer is hailed as a god. The place is supposed to be a utopia, right?
It's not gonna be all sunshine and rainbows, bro. It wouldn't be ZZZ without.
It's
corruption and.
It wouldn't be all fucking unicorns, sunshine, and rainbows, dude. How is that cool?
Okay. I think initially it was like sunshine and rainbows, right? Because they mentioned how it was free from the conflict. The main conflict is gonna come from the other people, the tops that wants to fuck it over, like they mentioned.
Themselves.
Oh wait, hold on one second. I didn't see this new post. What is this?
What the hell? The Hollows came alive? Yo!
Oh shit! Wait, can you actually see that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. At the post, you can read that in.
Honestly, hang on. Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's foreshadowing.
Like it's like if the Hollows are literally becoming a alive sentient entity, you know what it could adopt the same personality as?
Yeah, gang.
It's Hell from Ultra Kill. It's actually Hell from Ultra Kill,
Ultra Kill?
Because Hell and Ultra Kill is like a sadistic sentient entity that is bored. Imagine applying that to the Hollows in general.
So you think the Hollows are alive? Oh my god, I think I saw a video on that actually.
Yeah, the Hollows definitely are alive.
Yeah, they are definitely.
Oh my god.
I feel like they actually kind of function like Venus flytraps.
Sentient personality.
Oh wait, it was kind of revealed because we saw that what's that one thing called, the weird puppet creature in Hollow Zero? It was
Geppetto.
It was being controlled by something else. Do you think it's the Hollow itself controlling it? I don't fucking know. It's confusing.
It might be,
or maybe.
But also, we saw what's it called?
Somewhere else.
The Lemnian Hollow gave like Yidhari like basically just like teleportation perms, and then what's it called? They gave Lucia like straight up admin perms, and her summon ethereals.
admin puns.
Also, like the Lemnian Hollow gave Shangguang kind of weird perms, if we're gonna use that lingo, as well, right? Because like she can like teleport randomly too. Hollows are weird as fuck, bro. This shit is
Yeah, dude, they just like they don't bend to any laws of
Dude, I hope there's
physics.
a hollow that gives us a debuff, bro. Come on, make the game more like horror based.
I hope there's I hope. Never mind, I can't say that. No.
Oh yeah.
No.
One thing I wanted to talk about.
I actually was. Hang on, let me interject. Like,
Okay.
I was actually concerned to make some ZZZ analog core, where I literally make my own ethereals that are like actual man-made horrors beyond anyone's comprehension.
Analog horror, or do you do art? That's cool.
But honestly, I LARP too much. I actually consider doing it. I'm not that skilled, and I somehow don't want to drop the dedication for it. But like ZZZ analog core is like a definitely good concept, honestly.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, like I just saw like the image of like the whole messenger thing. What do you guys think of like the messengers in correspondence to the Void Hunter weapons? Because it seems like that's where they get their powers from, as they mentioned in the teaser thingamajiggy. I just heard an echo of me. Oh shit.
I heard it too.
Hello, where'd everyone go?
Gone.
Man, I'm formulating a response. I'm sorry, man. Knight GPT is formulating a response. Space Dragon later.
Give him a sec, Matt. Come on, hold it down.
Yeah,
My bad.
My bad.
We need to get into the next topic already.
Wait, what do you guys think of Knights? Like the AI?
Oh yeah,
Sunbringer's
my
AI.
God, yeah, Sunbringer. I forgot to mention, Sunbringer has her own AI.
No,
What the hell is up with that, bro? Bro, like I don't know, like Sunbringer, like she's like we all agree she's like the smartest, like she has to be the smartest. No, not the smartest actually. I think that would be like RK. But oh my gosh, like she has her own.
Endless.
Yeah, she has her own AI. Like I'm very curious to see like how that influences the story. That's like a 5th AI in total, unless it's like another AI that we already know. I don't know. Night 4. Weird. Anyways,
It's weird that they would contrast Sunbringer with
Night.
With Night. Yeah. It's weird to me.
Oh yeah, Night, Sun.
Contrast. Yeah.
Also, there's a sun and a moon on the proxy's hand.
Hold on.
Wait.
Weird. Wait. Okay. Wait. Keep going. bro.
Sunbringer is the proxy.
What the
Wait. Wait. What?
Why is there a sun and the moon on the proxy's hand, and then there's an AI named Night, and we have Sunbringer in the story?
Yeah, like,
what does it mean?
Like why is there a 5th AI, bro? What's going on, bro?
What the fuck going on, man?
Like, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just weird. Anyways.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So in regards to like one thing I want to bring up as well was the wind elements, right? Like, what do you think the lore significance of the wind element is going to be? Why are they introducing a whole new element here?
Sky Island.
Money.
Money. Okay. And because narratively, Ramio is going to be the first 3.0 Wind Void Hunter. I'm calling it right now.
Wind Void
Yo,
Hunter.
easy skip. I'm getting it.
Most likely.
But she also
because
said
why would they?
Keep going.
Why would they not introduce a new element on a sky island that's has to do with the sky? Again, giving it to the first bird Thyron in the game.
Did you guys notice like her warning to us?
Don't let me get.
Yeah, don't let me get this close again.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm excited for her.
But that's all I want.
I wonder if that's how she's gonna like her fighting style will be when she's like playable. If she'll be like a very close range character.
Yeah.
Let me get. Do you think she's gonna like power drive us? Oh my god, that'd be fucking. I mean, it'll be kind of hot though, but like.
Pause.
Pause.
Pause. Actually, no. Keep
Am I
going.
wrong? Yeah.
Full stop. Keep going.
Let me chill, bro.
Keep going.
It's a frame 1 grab.
Yeah,
Frame 1 grab,
bro.
Fucking fighting game.
Inescapable.
No. When this isn't new, it was in the beta, like the very, very early beta. But like,
it got removed because.
It got removed and
Strength
replaced with Ether.
Sokaku.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's so much I can talk about. Like, bro, do you think the Oni clan is gonna come back? Or like I want to see more Oni stuff.
I feel like
The Oni lore is like very interesting. I would hope so. Yeah, it's very interesting.
it's like S rank Sokaku.
It's rank. Oh my god, do you think it's gonna happen? Because like, okay, if time travel is like a thing, like we could see Sokaku from like the future or something. Like, hey, what's up? And be like a super tough warrior. Or
Oh
some
my
shit.
god.
Hey, what's up?
You know, if they can bring people from different timelines, why don't they just bring a Sokaku from a timeline where she's grown up?
Like, yeah, what's up, Proxy?
What's up, Proxy? My name's Sokaku.
I've been trolling a bit.
Times my damage.
Is food still included?
Fun.
Bro, yo, Sokaku is low-key like the potential man of Zenless, bro. Like, she's already in section 6. It's not like she's like a nepo baby or anything. She's actually like strong as fuck. Like it says in her like trust or whatever the heck is called in the game. Like she can keep up with the members like speed wise. Like she's actually her, bro.
She's just like a
So
child, and you know.
so is it
child.
also canon that she's really more powerful
Exactly, she
by
can grow,
blood
bro.
or something? Was
Yeah.
that canon or something?
Give
I'm
a
not
lot,
sure.
The
all
only
these
blood,
agents still-
the only blood helped Yanagi a little bit.
Oh,
she
oh my
needed-
God!
she
Section
needed a
6 does have V1. You know, if you know what I'm saying. V1 from Ultra Kill.
Oh, I don't get the reference.
Basically, V1 is literally powered by blood. It's also his healing mechanic too.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But yeah, sorry for drifting off topic, guys. That's my bad. As far as like season 3 expectations for the story, what are some things that you want to see out of season 3 that can improve from season 2?
Ramiel.
you know, actually give
Yeah, no
like
shit,
some
no shit.
Weisenbells
Russian Knight,
actual
fucking-
character
yeah.
development, agency, and stakes that isn't like literally the world handing everything to them like it's fucking
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
That's
I agree with that. I want more
I agree.
development. Like,
because ever
Yeah,
since the
development.
start, like, even in season 1, ever since the start, like we just have like the most powerful AI in the world, just for like out of nowhere.
Hey, what are you on?
Like,
Ferry?
like people talk about Sheng Wang being like Mary Sue. I think the proxies are the biggest Mary Sues in the game, bro. I'm gonna be honest. We get the best AI in the world. We have like some overpowered eyes secretly. We're from like some like prestigious academy. We just know everything about being a proxy. Like the best proxy in the planet too.
every conflict's immediately resolved.
Nice.
Like the other day, like okay, I don't want to be. The other day I saw a video. I'm sure it's an excellent video about how the proxies suddenly turned dumb. But I'm gonna have to disagree with like the thesis surrounding it. I think it's like more or less the opposite problem. I think the proxies are a little bit too smart, like you said. They solve every single conflict almost immediately. The whole Hollow conflict in 2.3. Oh, it's supposed to be some crazy advanced Hollow. We can't escape. Okay, we can escape now. Right?
yeah.
I think like what Skillo said. Like, wait, were you gonna say Glommer? Sorry, I
I
interrupted.
was gonna say, I also just hope they don't do it like they did 2.0 and have like the big 3.0 agent carry the first few patches. Like I want them to be not as included, so we get the story to advance further more with newer characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I think they should definitely do more with the other character cast if that's what you're going through, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, because like
Honestly, hang on. I got another idea potentially. Let me interject here. It's basically like, I don't know, maybe make the AIs in Ueru have like more physical agent-like bodies, but they're not like the other robots in other Gacha games. They're like more rustic, scrap made, you know.
Sorry, I don't understand. Is it okay if you repeat it?
Sure.
We already have the intelligent constructs. It would just be like an upgraded version of that if.
Yeah, but like the vision of I'm having is not like the other robots in Gacha games, like especially Arya. But they're rather like, you know, scrap made, you know, rustic feeling.
Try.
You understand what I'm coming from, right?
Well, like
Rustic?
a steampunk vibe to them.
Yeah, it's like they're like they're actually made from like robot parts, not some robot parts trying to imitate like human or some lolly or something. That's why I'm trying to get to y'all.
Okay.
But it looks like they're actually made of metal, basically.
Oh! I forgot to mention. I can't believe I didn't mention this yet. Yishuan has been one of the more controversial characters in the entire like patch, right? So I mentioned them in the chat. Yishuan, I don't know how I feel about her. What do you guys think of Yishuan's character arc? Do you think it was poorly executed, or do you think it was okay?
Yeah, it was kind of poorly executed, especially in
just
2.0, where it was
especially
like,
in the start. I didn't like it.
Yeah, they rushed that. They rushed the 2.0 story a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why did it take us 5 patches to finally get some emotion out of her, bro?
Big dog.
Yeah.
He was like, he was kind of the type.
Dude, honestly, it's
So-
definitely Dawei again. It's definitely Dawei again, dude.
Sorry. One thing I will say is, okay if we like let each other talk. Like we shouldn't be talking over each other. So
Yeah,
much.
sorry. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Sorry. What were you saying up for?
Honestly, I feel like it was kind of valid. She was more of the type to really suppress her emotions and not really try and show it. So when something like that bad struck her, like when Yeshi Yuin like came to her and basically just called out the other guy, yeah, she was obviously like distraught because normally she keeps it all under her emotion, but she kind of like lost it because, like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it also had to do with her like sister, and
Yeah,
like,
the whole
she was
She basically
fearing Sheng Wang having like the same fate.
PTSD pretty much.
Yeah, like
Yeah, she basically got told that it's like her fault that Case did nothing, and that it's pretty much her fault that her not supervising to make sure that one guy wasn't like doing that. It's the whole reason why it happened and why Ye Shenggong has that curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also all stems from her avoidance. I think that's a purposeful character flaw. But I also think that what Diarrhea Dan said. Okay, sorry, that name is funny to me. But
Oh my god. Why the son?
I think what Diarrhea Daniel said was correct. I think especially in the start, it was very, very like rushed. Like I'm not too sure why they had like a pretty interesting story in her teaser, right? With her whole sister, the whole conflict there, trying to navigate her way through her life after that. But then they just didn't really touch upon it too much in the new patch. They introduced a new conflict with like some exaltists, and people were like, oh, trying to heal each other, and it ended up being like some weird poison bullshit, right? We didn't really get to see much about Yishuan in that patch. It was just really weird version 2.0.
Yeah.
Do you remember? That's what happened. Like there were some people trying to cure some bullshit in 2.0, and then like
yeah,
it ended up being fake.
Miracle water or something.
Yeah,
2.0 was definitely the worst of 2.x, I think.
Yeah, I didn't like 2.0 at all.
The start was rough. Like
it was that patch specifically.
It's a rough intro.
2.0. Yeah, I didn't like it. Also, like one of the biggest gripes as well was how they interjected the tutorial into everything. Like I get you're trying to get new players to play. I think they introduced a mechanic where you can skip to that. So I think they're trying to accommodate for that. But oh my gosh, they could have definitely been more hands off with the tutorial for like the older players.
Yeah.
I think it definitely took too long. But is there anything else?
I don't remember the tutorial thing, but
oh, okay. Is there anything else someone wanted to add to like the whole Yishuan conversation?
I don't like after like 2.0 she gets mayor missions and then saves the day at the end of the chapter. That just feels
just
wrong
one shots
storytelling.
everything. Yeah, I get you.
Like, imagine if she fought the Defiler instead of Orphe.
Yeah, oh my god, that would be horrible. I'm so happy they had the sense to like make sure Magus fought the Defiler. That was definitely a good call from them. But yeah, Yishuan definitely a controversial character. But I'm glad that someone in chat brought it up.
Another super chat.
Oh really? Wait, let me see. Oh my gosh, another one. Dang, bro. I hope
For
I
how
speak
much?
10.
For how much? Oh, that's not bad. Honestly, that's
No, wait,
decent.
sorry. I'm gonna mute for a second. 1 second. I hope I speak for a good chunk of us when I say I want agents that look more urban. I agree. I definitely 100% agree. I think they were going for like the whole wuxia theme, or the Chinese theme that they were going for in this one. They like I get it. They're trying to introduce mysticism to the game, but if your game is founded on like an urban fantasy, you need to like try to balance it too. I definitely agree with you. So far, it's just the Harris, Caledon, and Spook Shack doing the heavy lifting. Everyone else makes me feel poor. One thing I will say in regards to the what's it called, like the whole techno theme and whatever, I think they also they did kind of like build up on it a little bit as well, especially in regards to like Seed. They introduced some Helios Academy conflict. They introduced like the older version as well, the Seed Senior. Orphe had her own little conflict with her being an experiment. It was very. I think they did have some like urban themes, but I don't mind people asking for more. That's definitely something I want to see in the game as well. All right.
It's like a whole fucking Big Mac here. Jesus
Okay, Dingle,
Christ.
we're over here talking about how much money you made this stream. You made $40 this stream. That is enough for one McDonald's meal. How do you feel?
Go, bro! Oh my god,
Yeah, that is
McDonald's at school, bro.
I know,
McNugget meal.
Dingle happy TV, y'all. Happy meal TV, y'all.
Bro, every time I go to school, I like just order a Subway. I'm like, yo, I gotta have a Subway, please. That's just
Can I get
oh
Subway,
my God.
please?
I love
Where's Subway,
bro.
dumbass?
Yeah, bro, in Canada, bro, Subways cost like what, like almost like $20 per sandwich, bro. It's fucking ridiculous.
20?
Bro, it's so bro.
Come on, going to Subway.
Bro, our currency is dog shit, bro. Our currency is so
Okay.
bad.
Anyways, topic.
Yeah, topic. What were we talking about again? I forgot.
Yishuan, I think.
Yishuan.
You
I think
know.
we're done with Yishuan, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys would like to add to Yishuan, the whole Yishuan topic?
You have a big personality. Yeah,
definitely. Her personality is definitely very big.
Like, looking at her from an outside perspective, she doesn't really seem like that much of an engaging character. I mean, her kid was decent for its time, but story-wise, the most meh character ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like every introduced aspect in the game, it's like they're usually meta for like a few patches until like fucking 2.4 when she's now not really comparable,
Okay.
to the rest.
One thing I will say though, we talked a lot about 2.0s and like and its shortcomings. I want to add one more shortcoming I didn't like. Okay, I just want to hear your perspective first. What do you guys think about Dylan as a character?
Shallow.
Boo!
Very
Didn't
shallow.
do much
Her
with it.
backstory,
Very
honestly, they should have. She has the same problem Zhao has later, where her backstory was literally thrown into the story for like no reason at all.
Yeah, like
where they should have focused more on Banyue that patch.
Yeah, I agree. I think Banyue was significantly more interesting that patch.
Yeah.
The whole like
Because
yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I don't know. It was just switched from like, all right, let's go find Sheng Wang's brother. Then Dylan's like, everyone voted me out of the Among Us airship. and then it's like, okay, well, back to finding her brother.
Yeah, her whole thing was like, oh yeah, I'm a victim of injustice. This is why I'm so passionate about it, and they just didn't really expand upon it like at all.
They really just made her an outlaw, but never fully explained why, dude.
Yeah, like there's like I don't know why they introduced her like randomly there. Like I think she was more forced than quote unquote. I think she was more forced than Sheng Wang, bro. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Dylan didn't get as much hate. Wait, sorry, what were you guys saying?
I mean, it's like if you really hang on, let you finish.
No, I'm already done. I'm already done.
Yeah. I was like saying, like, if she really is just like that, like, what would the developer's mindset, or at least the writer's mindset, when he even trying to write or release her? What was the mindset involved?
Yeah, like I don't really know what the purpose of Dylan was. Like, why was she a whole standalone character? Like, she was there for like what 3 weeks straight, and she just did one thing in the story and left. What did she even do in 2.5?
I think it would have been great if they treated her more like Bernice, where she's like, you don't really know much about her, but you know her personality very well.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like this thing. I mean, there was like this like meme trope online. Is like they do one thing, somehow do another, and then just leave without even explaining, like a Chad. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those like do whatever, then leave.
They come out of nowhere and then
no context.
They leave. Yeah, like what Glommer said, right? Like, I think this is why agent stories. Someone mentioned it in chat. And this is why agent stories are so important, right? Because like,
well, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, like bro, like they just randomly interject random conflict. Like, oh, like Sheng Guang's talking about like her her responsibility as a Chainming sword holder. And then all of a sudden, like Zhao's like, "Oh, my parents didn't like me. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
My family hated me.
Like, we need to make sure that the story is focused rather than like going up and down, because I think that kind of infringes on its pacing. And I think that was one of the major issues in 2.5 I didn't like. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that interjecting the like Zhao's and Dylan's story, like they could have totally been their own agent story, and it would cut down the like pacing of the main story as well to not be as long. And that's what I mean. People wanted to be short and quick, like 1.x was.
Yeah, like that's what I liked about this recent patch too. It was very, very quick. It was very well paced, and it was very enjoyable. Right? I thought they were gonna like reduce the budget significantly and like reduce all the cutscenes. But this one, I actually really like this patch. Like, what did you guys think about this current patch? I know
They didn't have to focus on Nangong. They just focused on Sissia, and then we got a good patch when they focused on one character in the main story.
Yeah, oh my, I'm so happy. Like that was one thing I was scared of for this patch. I thought they were gonna like just kind of like forget about Sissia, forget about Billy, and just like start talking about Nangong randomly to sell her. I'm so happy they didn't do that. Thank God. That was one of my main criticisms in one of my videos. Right? I think I mentioned, hey, we need to stop focusing on selling characters for story progression and start actually focusing on the story integrity itself. I think they've done recently, at least. They've done a pretty good job, like doing that. What do you guys think?
Sorry, could you repeat that? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So like one big thing that I didn't like before was how they focused on like characters based on the patch, right? Whatever is on banner. Right, and I'm very happy. Recently, they started like moving away from that instead of like focusing on Nangong because she's on banner. They focus on Sissia instead.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I do like that a lot more. I hope they also can continue to implement. Like, I really like how they brought Billy back for this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hollow Champion.
Yeah, put the
I really hope they
yeah,
continue doing that because I like
thing.
it when they bring back older agents and let them like have some more time to like shine. That way, it's not like, oh, we're gonna have this agent and then we're gonna throw them away. Like, it's nice. It makes it feel more alive. It makes the world feel more engaging.
Yeah, I kind of got like a lot of hope for that in 1.7 when they brought back Lycon, and then they revealed, they gave some teasers towards 2.0, and they were like, okay, we're gonna bring back Trigger, and we're gonna go back into Obel Squad, and then they just never did it up until now.
Yeah, my nigga Trigger, bro. Holy, I love her, bro. She's so tough.
$100 well spent for me.
Yeah, $100. Yeah, you can probably spend $100 on Trigger, bro. She was definitely worth it, bro.
$100.
Was she worth it? I mean, her I mean, let me chill.
Okay, ding.
I still use it as dead, though.
I know Cat Manual Dingle. Cat Manual.
Is there any other personal theories you guys would like to bring to the table as well for like the game?
I don't think
honestly, like
story direction earlier. Was that like I hope they introduce characters more ahead of time, like
for sure.
Pramea was cool being introduced, and then in the next chapter we got her introduced in a comic strip, and she's still not even on banner, and they're gonna go even more into her story while still focusing on the main character of this banner, which was Sissia. Like, I hope they have a more consistent way of introducing and building hype for the characters, so that we can be hyped for the next story afterwards.
Yeah,
I got another one.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. It's basically at least make the hollows more of like a prevalent existential threat, because like that's how I keep treating the hollows here in like ZZZ. Some potentially existential freaking near world ending threat. As where the Earth is literally a ticking time bomb before the Earth becomes one massive hollow. You know what I'm saying, right?
I get you. Do you want them like? It feels like okay, like it's a post-apocalyptic world, but it feels like a little bit too tame for that title. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It just feels like they made this whole world with that much lore, but then underutilize that and undermine it actively. You know what I'm saying?
It's like I don't know. I feel like we have like Miyabi, Shangguang, and Yixuan. Like, if all three of them like team up, they can destroy Hollow, bro. The Hollows have to evolve if we wanna and get like more dangerous.
Oh my god!
If we're gonna have stronger Void Hunters.
Okay, slightly unrelated. I'm seeing like a slight dispute about Yanagi's abilities in chat here. Do you guys think? Do you guys think Yanagi? Do you think Yanagi? Do you think Yanagi actually controls time, or do you think like it's like something else? I think it's something else personally.
Honestly, you go ahead since I have my thoughts formed. Since you think it's something else.
Like, okay, the reason I think it's something else, right? I think it's what you mentioned in chat, right? Like time doesn't really like stop. I think she sees time in a slower pace due to the Oni blood. I think it affected her physiology somewhat, and there's proof of that with her her needing glasses. I think the thing is affecting her eyes disproportionately compared to like everything else in her body. So because of that, I think it's influencing how she sees the world. That was my presumption. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, I guess the difference between, because it was kind of like a different of whether time stop and travel were connected or not. I just feel like because they're two very polar opposites, where time stopping is where basically the entirety of time is not moving. You are moving around it. You are manipulating within the time.
Yeah,
that's not progressing. While time travel is the exact opposite, where you are the one who is staying in place while time is moving around you.
Time travel. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Yanagi's abilities are very confusing to me. I'm actually curious to see if they lean into that more, because since they've been like going through the whole time theme again in the story, and her whole character, like her kid, the Time Weaver, whatever the thing is called, the Wenjin, right? Centered around time. I wonder if she's gonna have some relevance soon. We'll see.
I hope.
I hope so.
It's hoping.
Yeah, she has such a cool detail in her like her agent, where if you like go to like one of her poses that shows like the clock on her staff, it'll show the actual time it is for like your region.
Really?
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, it does.
It's actually so cool. What the heck?
such a cool little detail that most people will like miss.
Holy, that is
Is it-
really cool.
It exists though. Very cool.
Wait, do you guys think Yanagi was always like this strong, or do you think the Oni Blood's kind of carrying her? Because suddenly she has like super speed and all this processing ability. Like, what's going on here?
I definitely feel like it powered her up,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it absolutely powered her up. But I feel like it's not all like just some limitless power because it obviously has its drawbacks.
You know, her vision,
for
vision,
sure.
like going blind sometimes temporarily.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One thing about Yanagi as well. I know I talked about the Onis before. Do you think they're gonna bring back that Oni quest line in the new patch? In the new patches?
I hope
Uh,
I
someday.
hope so too.
I wish so, but as of now, it's
Yeah, because
It might be a bit.
right now, like the Onis will be especially relevant with Yokai's entire like weird racist conflict.
Japanese mythology also. Oni,
Japanese mythology.
yokais.
But that's one thing as well, right?
Yeah.
Like Japanese mythology. I know Hoyo is kind of beefing with Japan these days, because of real life tensions that's going on. So
Not
like
entirely
that might like kind of interject. Wait, hold on. What the hell? Why does Yisra need to buy milk? She has
Chat,
some
lock
milk?
in.
Yo, what the? yo.
He's supposed to be
Yo,
serious.
yo, Bats dot's wrong, bro. What's going on, bro?
Yo, get this.
What
Get
do
this
you mean, bro?
Yo, W chat.
Okay, the fuck you mean
milk,
truth,
bro.
PSP? God damn it.
But yeah,
Okay. Anyways,
Truth Nuke. Okay.
yeah.
But yeah, like the whole Oni conflict would definitely help like match up with Yokai's whole theme surrounding racism, prejudice. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, he said base media. True, that's pretty base. You're honest.
W racist. I mean, not W.
What?
L racist.
What? What, bro?
Really,
Yo.
Listen, we're on fucking
Whoa.
What do you mean
What
W
are you doing?
racism, bro? Bro, what do you
Hell
mean?
yeah.
Hell nah, bro.
Yo,
Racism is
Roman
bad.
Babe, bro, racism, bro. Not
They hate Onis.
Bro, L racism, bro.
Out
Yo,
of
what the hell?
L
everybody,
racism, bro. L
you
racism. L racism.
Yeah,
That's why I said L racism. Relax.
Why is this
Dog.
guy saying Kete in all chat, bro? In all cat, what are you talking about, bro?
Okay, it's not coming.
I don't see Kete here.
Uh,
Why is he yelling Kete? What are you doing?
That is
That
you.
ain't question.
What are you doing, bro?
That ain't question. But you're
Sorry, I'm just
not gonna summon Kete, bro. I'm sorry, man.
I'm
Like
just dying,
demonic
bro. My
ritual.
bad. But yes.
goodness.
Speaking of the whole racism theme, what did you guys think about the whole racism theme in version 2.0 or 2.x in general?
Double L.
L?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
L,
you're trying
L.
to you're trying to save yourself from last time, bro. I'm just not trying to like ask in general. Like, why is
No.
this guy yelling Kete in chat too,
No.
bro? But yeah, like,
You mean
what
like
do you
against
guys
like
think?
the robots?
They need more.
Yeah,
intelligence?
robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need more so that
Yeah.
especially against like the Oni and the robots, dude. They hate that shit.
Yeah, like they were
They
like
need more for like example, like relatable
I think
things.
it was cool having Banyue's story be like sort of about that, and then him
Yeah.
going to be like, okay, they're not scared of me anymore. They fit in. I own a martial arts store.
Finding a place in the world, yeah.
And then,
I don't know. I don't really care if it happens or not. I just hope if it does, they do it well.
Yeah, if they do it, it can definitely help with like the whole world building as well. Because I think Nekomata.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
briefly- yeah, I think Nekomata like briefly mentioned it as well. She said that Cat Darren's experienced like prejudice for like stealing and stuff. It's kind of weird, but it's very interesting too. I think they can expand upon it more with the whole Oni like plot line as well. So
Catherine stealing. Nekomata doesn't really help that though.
Yeah,
to be honest.
she doesn't exactly
doesn't
help
really-
the stereotype. bro.
She doesn't really give a
I
good
don't know.
alibi, low-key.
Yeah, she's like,
Like-
why are we being accused? Like, bro, like you stole Andy's wallet like in your first encounter.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
like she's known for stealing wallets
Why
from
thief?
people. in
Wallet.
You're
Yeah.
a famous thief for fuck's
Wallet.
sake.
Fairy warned. Fairy has her bio warning: do not get too close with any valuables. She will steal them.
yeah.
You will get pickpocketed.
Wait,
bro. Like,
wait a
have it-
second. Okay, I'm a black person. Just keep that in mind when I say this.
You are? Oh yeah.
Okay. Why is Nekomata the only darker skinned character? And she like, what are they trying to say, bro? And she steals things. And she's in gangs.
I mean, she's from the
Oh.
gang. Yeah.
Wait, what's
She's from the
going on
hood.
there, bro?
Wait. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yo,
Hoyo, explain yourself.
yeah, oh yeah, what's
What
what's
are
going
they
on
doing,
there,
bro?
bro?
What were they implying, bro? What were they implying?
And on top of that, she carries switches everywhere she goes.
Switches.
So
Oh,
like,
you're
she's
saying
like
like she's
knives.
strapped in?
Knives. Yeah, like why is
Wait,
she?
like-
What's
Oh.
going on there, bro? Kind of weird.
I mean,
Uh huh.
First, sorry.
She's from the good. Okay. The hood, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so
London.
just to go back on topic here, we
Yeah.
were talking about the racism theme. Is there anything else that someone wants to add to that, or is that all you guys want to talk about?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all in all, chat, L racism. Don't be racist, IRL, right?
Yeah,
Or
racism's
you will
not-
get Billy ulted.
Yeah, it's not the meta, bro. It's not good. It's
Don't be
not good
racist, otherwise you will get.
Yeah, you will get your ass beat if you are racist. You should.
Don't be
So
racist, y'all.
Don't do
I'll
it.
break
do
your
it.
fucking teeth if
I'll
you're
find
actually
you.
racist. I'll rip your
Yeah.
bullshit
Yo,
vocal cords
shit.
I will
out.
mail a pipe
Yo,
on
yo,
your
don't
house.
fuck with
yo,
Skittles,
yo,
bro.
okay.
Yo,
Again.
don't fuck with Skittles, bro. Yo, you hear what he said? He's gonna
Yeah.
rip your teeth out, bro. Yeah, don't fuck with them, bro.
And I wouldn't just rip their teeth out. I'll probably just rip out their entire vocal
Oh
cords.
shit. Okay, yo, is
All
this,
right,
is
bro.
this YouTube friendly?
Okay,
Is this
okay,
YouTube
anyway,
friendly,
no,
bro? I don't know.
anyway.
Yo, YouTube, forgive me, bro.
Okay.
Yo,
Anyways, that's,
we do not condone
Okay,
violence.
yeah, I forget. I'm
That's enough
sorry
of that.
for
That's enough of that.
It's
Anyways,
okay. We don't condone violence, but it's not good to do, right?
don't be racist, please.
All right,
Don't be
It's
racist.
not
So-
violent. It's not. It's not
Yeah,
violent.
bro.
They deserve it. They
But hey,
deserve it.
but hey, if something bad
It's
We're all
happens,
pacifists here. We're all pacifists.
You had it coming.
Mhm.
All I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you're coming. Yeah.
The
I mean,
cunning
they
hair.
had it coming.
We were coming.
Okay,
Just
okay.
doing what
derail.
Starlight
Right.
Knight should
Yeah,
do.
we derailed a little bit. My bad. So we're finished
A
with that
little
topic
bit, yeah,
there.
a little bit.
We're finished with that
Anyways.
topic there. One thing I want to talk about as well, like I asked before briefly, what your personal theories are for Zenless Zones here. Like, what do you guys think is gonna happen in the next patch, or like going forward?
S-Rank Billy. I mean,
It's
in
not
next
theory
patch,
anymore.
I don't know. I had a theory.
Dude.
I guess I had a theory of
True.
like, kind of like a time. Well, the time loop thing, where like the proxies would just be going through a time loop for getting their memories each time,
Okay.
and the entire like point is like the creator is basically. I guess they're trying to stop it, but they every
Oh,
time.
not Samaru.
But every time they like loop back in, they don't remember.
Oh, I see. So they're forgetting what happened. Do you think that's what they were
Mhm.
referring to in the first cutscene with the we need to go back or whatever?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That could be it. I agree.
And
So-
also, since you guys said like, since Ramiel was like apparently able to manipulate that hollow from like that distance, what if that one scene at the start was them manipulating the hollow to destroy Hollow Zero?
Oh, I see. Okay. Wait,
This is just-
are you talking about like the expansion cutscene in the start?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. What if they have to do that, but they have to like make the sacrifice of their own lives to do it?
Yeah, like one thing I noticed, right? Since I think we can agree that this whole like time bullshit is affecting more than just the proxy. I think it's affecting other people too, right? Like
Mhm.
Sarah.
Perfect.
Do you think it has less to do with like their eyes and more to do with just the disaster itself?
Hmm.
See, like I don't even know what
Should
their
everybody-
eyes. They're like our eyes are like, oh yeah, I can clear ether crystals. I can like get sliced by a blade and just not be injured.
Yeah, they can
Like-
heal. They can like turn yellow.
Pudge the ETH.
I don't
Pudge the
really get
ETH.
They
it.
can turn yellow. Like what do they do, bro?
Yeah,
A
I
lot.
think they're keeping it intentionally like hidden. I think that's
Vague. We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. We'll figure it out eventually. Maybe.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So
Yeah. What if the creator's like? What if the creator's like trying to like stop them from fixing it? What if the creator's always the one that tries to like? I wonder.
who do you think the creator is? Because like I remember one day that's actually very important to bring
Hi,
up,
it's Tyler.
bro.
Who the
okay.
fuck's Tyler?
No, not Tyler the
Brother.
creator, bro. But yeah, like
Oh, you-
They keep bringing up the creator over and over again in conjunction to being like what did they say in that one live stream? They said he was a narrative device. Do you
A
think
narrative device,
it
yeah.
has an identity of some sort, or do you think it's just gonna be like some random entity?
I think it's omnipotent or like.
Omnipotent?
But honestly, hang on, I got some other theories.
Okay.
The creator is not actually God himself. Heck, I always had theories that in Eridu, God is literally dead or abandoned humanity to like they're basically killing off any hope or despair, killing off any hope or they had long term. But the creator is like an interesting point, honestly, because if she has all this power, like she's probably a god, but not actually God himself, or like the creator of, humans, Earth, and that other stuff.
Because the thing about the creator is that they have to like exist because multiple people have reported seeing them or having like interaction with them, and we also had interaction with them in the story recently, right? Sarah got her powers from the creator, So I'm just very curious to see like what kind of like what he's gonna do in the story, what it is gonna do in the story.
Like what visions they've been having.
Yeah, like no, not just the visions, right? Like the creator gave what was it, that one crest to Sarah and Isolde, right? It granted them some weird abilities, like that can like take on Yishuan and like the entire faction at once, right? Like we know it's a real entity. I'm just very curious to see know what you guys know about like the creator, because I people keep talking to me about the creator. I'm not really like, I feel like I'm not really on the loop with the whole character, so I want to hear what you guys think. Hello.
We had
I think we're on the same page as you.
The entire time.
Yeah, I don't know. The creator's a confusing character.
Hold up. GPT is generating.
My brain is late. Hold on. Give us a little time.
I just feel like if they're seeing any bit of it, it's probably like the image I put, where it's like it's probably not gonna reveal itself.
It's
like I don't even know if it really has a physical form, considering it needed like Sarah and the others to actually manifest with the primordial nightmare. Like it needs a host in order to like take a physical, like a real physical form.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I think I remember Booby Tuesday's video. When the creator possess. Okay, I know it's a funny name. It's a real YouTuber.
Yeah, don't worry, chat. Don't worry, chat. This has been validated by Dinglebaub.
Yeah, so like my presumption was the person like when Ye Shiyuan, I don't know how to pronounce his name, was possessed by the creator. I think that was an extension of his own personal insecurities, because I think that's what she says. I think she said something along the lines of that, right? It was about how, like, you know how the miasma. What exactly? What did she say? She said like the miasma influences like her. It kind of like revealed his personal. It's kind of hard to explain, but like it revealed what he wanted or his own belief system in the world, right? Like how he was kind of he wanted a sword for himself, right? And we saw that continued and extended in the what's it called, the new events, right? When we interacted with Shang Guang and we found out that one guy was actually her brother. He reflected the exact same ideals that he reflected in the 2.4 cutscene. So what if that wasn't actually the creator, but that was just like some sort of like after effect of like the miasma instead?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, because like it's not really indicative of what he believes. It's more it more so aligns with her brother instead. I'm not too sure. It's weird. So like I don't know, the whole creator concept, whether it's real, fake, or whatever, it's very confusing to me. I don't know.
Oh, he's very real.
Yeah.
It's
Very
right?
weird. But yeah, I think that whole possession had more to do with the miasmic properties than like any personality takeover. I don't think that was actually them.
I'm just wondering, like, did we get rid of Sarah, or like was it like a clone or something? Like, I don't even.
Where's she at, dog?
How did
I don't know if we actually went against Sarah.
Well, someone asked, how did the proxy survive the explosion? It had to do with their eye implants, right? They made like a weird force field thing. And it wasn't like 1.0 Afterbringer, right?
Well, it's probably
like when they
Wait, hang on. If that implies they could survive an explosion with just their eyes, could they actually survive the Titan sub incident? Could they survive?
Sorry, what's that?
That's just. If you're saying if they would have possibly survived from that explosion, could they actually survive the Titan sub incident? You know what that was, right?
No, I don't.
You mean that thing that imploded?
Yeah, the submarine that tried to explore the ruins of the Titanic, but violently imploded on itself.
That just
Could they actually survive that? I mean, this is a off-topic science tangent, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's a pretty cool power. They can just survive explosions. They have like a lot of abilities. It's kind of weird.
The damn eyes. It's all the damn
weird,
eyes.
bro. Yeah, is there any other theory that you guys would like to bring up as well, apart from that?
I don't think I got anything else.
I think Lieutenant Dan's on Roscliffe. Yeah, that place.
Roscalia.
Roscalifer, yeah.
Do you think we're gonna die there or like get fucked up? I hope we do.
I mean,
I hope
like
the latter.
I said earlier in the chat, it might be a metaphorical death, like a big defeat, not like triumph for once.
Yeah, like
maybe a
kind of
setback.
yeah, like
Yeah.
a massive setback. Metaphorical death counts as well.
I just want to see a setback. I just want to see them actually have to struggle. Not. Well, I mean, we already saw it with this one where they didn't even get the Port Savoy engine, so
Yeah.
they technically did just take an L. So.
Oh my god!
Not
Also,
insane.
they kind of like hinted at like Bell and Ramiel being rivals, like long term.
Hmm.
Do you think that's gonna be like the case going forward? Do you think we're gonna like consistently lose to her? That'd be really cool, wouldn't it?
But when she's becoming an agent, then.
Oh yeah, she's gonna become an agent too. I don't know.
No, or they could just continue. They could just continue never bringing her out and pissing every off.
Teaser like
Mage
forever. Also, like, what do you guys think she has to do? Like, a lot of people say that she has to do with that one mercenary group leader that's unnamed, the only one that's unnamed.
The leader of the fucking mercenaries.
Yeah,
That's
she
the-
looks almost exactly like her.
Oddly familiar,
kinda
which
weird.
is feel like it's something correlated.
Also, her names remain mysterious, and the Falcane mercenary leader's name was also remained a mystery.
Unknown.
They were the only person that's unnamed. It's
Yeah,
kind
which
of
is
weird.
kind of weird.
Do you think they have something to do with her, or what?
Yeah, I think again, I mentioned she might be trying to get Lieutenant Dan that might be in Roskilde.
Lieutenant Dan. Oh
And
my gosh.
it's one of the biggest reasons
Imagine.
she needed the
Engine.
the W engine, and why she mentions like liking large fighting game characters.
Oh my
That's my
gosh, you're
theory, at
right.
least.
You're right. Oh my gosh, because it mentioned that it was like some cross generation construct Wenjin. It could be for him. They actually mentioned that in the post.
That could. It is a
Do you
possibility.
think it's for
honestly.
Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah.
So that
It's
means
po-
he's
It might be.
definitely- Oh my
It might
God.
be.
Possible.
It might be.
Diarrhea
theory.
Dan, Lieutenant Dan.
Diarrhea.
No,
Oh,
wait,
wait.
Put
I
his
knew
Diarrhea
it. Oh
down
my
Lieutenant.
gosh.
Hold on, wait a minute. I have a thing.
Wait, that might be a new theory, bro. Diarrhea.
Honestly,
Dan might
hold on.
be-
Like,
he might be
maybe.
Lieutenant Dan, bro.
that's a great.
It's a
that's great point.
diarrhea done
Yeah.
theory.
Yeah, but no, that's a
I
great
mean,
theory,
that-
and we've already had teasers towards Sunbringer and Joyous, and if they were going in the order that they were like teased,
Void Hunt.
those three are next, right?
Yep, they're
Yeah.
coming along eventually.
Also,
Like,
I
coming.
think I mentioned in a previous video, like how each Void Hunter weapon has something to do with like the Great Hollows. What do you think the relevance of the Papago Hollow is gonna be? If that other girl is a Helio student, do you think she's gonna have something to do with like maybe helping? Because my presumption was okay. Well, the hollows, the weapons are supposed to like combat the unique properties of each individual hollow, right? The Qingming, we know this because the Qingming blade was able to combat miasma perfectly, right?
Yeah.
So my presumption
Yeah.
was, given the properties of the Papago Hollow is like illusions and bullshit, my assumption was that like so your eye implants would help see through that said illusion. But what if it's not our eye
Reality
implants?
check sword.
Yeah, what if it's not our eye implants? What if it's like the other girl's eye implants? I'm not sure. It's just weird. It's just very tricky to me.
Ramiel, bro.
I don't know. It's just really
She's
weird.
weird,
to
bro.
me.
She
I don't get
it's
it.
weird.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah, because like we still have to like deal with like I'm not sure where we're going. I think we're going to go to like Roscoff here next, right?
Yeah,
So, like
there's a good chance. Yeah, it was mentioned at the very end, babe.
Mm-hmm.
So probably a good chance.
yeah, so like I don't know, like what does it have to do with like any hollow disaster nearby? Like why would we go there if everything is fine? I don't know. It's weird.
True. I
Finding a
mean,
solution.
there's probably going to be an incentive to go up there to solve things on the ground.
Finding a solution,
or maybe Bill and Wise don't even freaking care, bro. They just want
Wait.
their teacher.
I just realized, of course we're gonna go there. Some Ringer subordinates were like in this patch, and they're interested in us.
They want
Do you think
We
that-
want you.
to join the Merc. We want you to join the Merc. What?
Oh my God, no! God forbid, bro. I'm not trying to join the Sunbringer workforce, bro. Yeah, okay,
Come on,
like,
lad.
bro, like, would you want to work for like a billionaire, bro? Be honest, bro. Like, I know this
Nah,
is
bro.
off topic. Come on.
Sixth Street would be such a vibe to be, bro.
Working for
Hey,
a billionaire?
No, 6th Street, like place.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't leave Sixth Street to work for a billionaire, bro. I got my arcade. That's all I need.
Ignoring the fact that the world might end one day, just know that. Not important. Not
Well, at least I
important.
can play arcade games till I die.
Wait, what if a
Often.
hollow is forming on Roscoff here, bro? Imagine.
That
Yeah.
could be a
That'd be W.
Because that
More
happened.
hollow too.
That happened in the past
Possibility.
too, right? Like, what was it? Sunbringer had to like destroy like some hive hollow or whatever bullshit. What if it comes back?
Like, on the Jesus.
Shit,
Well,
I don't know.
Sunbringer.
Is
What
Ramio
if
gonna
they needed?
restart that hollow again?
Oh my
Is
god.
that why they're trying to stop her?
Do you think that's what she's doing? I think she could be
there's-
evil, bro.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, bro. Oh my god. But like, okay, is there like any other theories we want to cover as well, or is that like it for today?
I think we went over a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I've
Dude,
actually
yeah, we
got
went
through
over
my
a
whole
lot of
list.
things. I feel like we might need a recap, honestly.
All right, from the
So-
beginning, guys. From the
Okay,
beginning.
so we went over TV mode and whether it was necessary or not, right? We ended up coming to a middle ground saying like, hey, I think it can be done well, but like, you know, the way they did it before was a little bit like forced, right? They kind of forced it into a lot of events and it ended up falling flat as a result. And in terms of season 2, for like our whole verdict was that it was indeed like a little bit overhated, but there definitely were some issues with it as well, right? Especially in the early patches, right? Time travel. We were talking about like how what were we talking about with time travel? We were talking about how like it could be an illusion instead. Like we were not really sure. I think the game is being purposefully aloof or like misleading in terms of time travel. So I'm not really 100% with that, but it could be very interesting. We talked about 1.4 briefly as well, with how the come alive scene doesn't really define the entire patch. That it is a bit maybe like overhyped, but we also ended up coming to a compromise saying that hey, this is a great patch. It has some very high highs as well, right? What else did we talk about? We talked about S-Rank Billy. We talked about the Icarus Faith and thing. We talked about wind and its significance. What else? We said we wanted like a recap, right? Does anyone remember anything else we talked about?
Yokai, Copper.
Dude, we
Yokai,
went over so
Oni-
much. I'm actually,
Oni's
I'm
Yeah, it's
starting to
hard.
suffer.
I'm just going off raw memory. I don't know everything, but yeah.
Yeah, we had the Tin Crown with Yokai, the
Oh, yeah.
Skyland, Sunbringer, Valena, Norma connections.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Lascalia,
honestly,
naturally.
hang on,
Oh,
let
fixing
them
that damn
finish.
thing.
But that was a lot that we went over. That was really fun to talk.
Yeah.
But just one
Having-
final thing. I know I've asked this a lot. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I think 3.x's like main like design theme might be like early 1920s to like between there.
Steampunk.
Yeah, like steampunk, atom punk,
I was expecting
like
3
space
3X
age.
to be Art Deco or something.
Yeah, like Art Deco and all that stuff. In the 1920s and all that stuff.
How was the island flying in the first place?
That's a
Magic.
Probably.
I
I mean,
think-
things have flown in the past.
Science
with
and
Astro's
Yeah, it'll
magic.
probably be
concert.
like
Like
the
Astro's
Starloop
concert.
Tower
Yeah,
situation.
they have like some cool technology, bro.
But honestly, Dingle, before we end, we actually need a recap video of the
recap?
Jubilee, like a edited cut down version.
I mean, you could just
When we-
rewatch.
I can
the
hire an
stream.
editor if you want. I don't know.
Yeah, but like, who's really gonna send for a almost 2 hour stream for that? Honestly.
Yeah, I can hire an editor and like cut it.
That's the
down
fun
later.
part of it.
Yeah,
It's the fun part
pretty
of
fun.
experiencing this live.
Yeah, it's hilarious. On the charm, yeah.
But yeah, no, I appreciate all of you guys for being here. If you have nothing else, no other.
We
things
love
to
you,
discuss.
Dingo.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Nah, this was fun, bro.
Honestly,
Good job-
Dingle,
good job,
I'm just
Dingle.
gonna
You're not
pressure
fraud.
you
Good job.
about this again. I'm still
Okay.
waiting on that FNAF crossover video.
No, I forgot. Oh my god. I was supposed to
Yeah.
make a part 2, bro.
Yeah,
Oh my
why
God.
isn't there being security guards? What happened to that?
Whoa, oopsie, my bad. Okay, maybe I'll make the FNAF video soon.
The-
Okay.
Yeah,
oh god,
okay.
we're getting another one, bro.
FNAF, he ate them, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my god, no, we're not. No, no,
ate
no,
them.
we're not doing this
Oh
again.
my
No, not
gosh.
again. Not again. No.
Where is
But-
it?
but, like,
Whoa.
for
May I have
for
the
my
apology?
premise,
Whoa.
Why
Anyways,
isn't there
guys.
Ah, you gotta do
security
that.
guards?
Anyways,
Under
may I
my
have the
rules to
apology?
keep the
Dingle.
space.
All right. I appreciate you guys for showing up to the stream. Thank you so much for watching. We went over a lot of things. If you want to join the Discord, make sure you go to my what's it called? You can check out. I'm gonna post that link in here if you guys want. Actually, you can join over there. If you want to join the Discord and participate in this event in the future. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. But I'm gonna peace out for now. Okay. Bye bye, guys. Thank you for the stream.